Twitch test 1 2 3. Twitch test 1 2 3. YouTube test 1 2 3. YouTube test 1 2 3. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. It's a lovely Monday. I hate when people say happy Monday because it's like happy Easter, happy Thanksgiving. And it's not, it's Monday. It sucks every single time. But I'm on vacation, so happy Monday. Oh, that's a cute bird. Or that's not a bird. Dude, that was like a giant or dragonfly that was so big it like looked like a bird. I'm on vacation, so I'm very happy because I've been in a good mood all day. Woke up at like 9, slept or snoozed until about 9:30, got out of bed, and just did groceries and stuff, and just been chilling, having a good Monday so far. It's hot. There's a heat warning, extreme heat warning, I believe it is. Yeah, it is hot. I went for groceries, went to Walmart, and then it was like, it's pretty hot outside, and then I got out of Walmart like 30 minutes later, and it was so much more hot. So, yikes. But for today, I've got my coffee. Having my coffee today, so I've got my coffee here. See it there? iced coffee, of course. I don't like warm drinks besides tea, pretty much. Yummy. Some cream, a little bit of sugar, and some ice. Finally got an ice tray, so I don't have to buy ice every other week. And then I've got some water, as always. Some deionized, demonetized, Himalayan salt, sea salt, bathtub water. Wow, that tastes like water. So, hello to all of the live watchers, the VOD watchers, the lurkers, the chatters, hip-hoppers, rockers, and everybody all around the world. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. I am streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. YouTube, Wowaholics101, Twitch, Mosic, LOL. So pick your platform, whatever you prefer to watch on. I prefer YouTube because there's not 17,000 minute ads, and you can skip the ads too. So, not telling you where to go. I'm just saying if you have a preference, go there. YouTube chat is usually more lively. We'll see, but today's a little bit earlier than I usually stream, but we'll see. But yeah, that coffee also makes me pee a lot, so I might be taking multiple bathroom breaks. But the plan today is I'm probably gonna do some Tazavesh runs, maybe a Nighthold run, then probably some delves, some world quests and stuff. Just chilling today. Not going too hammy-samies. I'm just kind of enjoying the last day before reset. And then this week is going to be kind of a chill day as well, because I don't really have a lot to do in the game. Probably just going to focus on some professions. I was working on getting all of the stuff out of my alts bags, or banks, so I can put them in the bag in case the bag update breaks. I end up getting have like 140,000 gold just sitting on those characters, which is like, okay. So put that in the war bank, so I'm at like 1.2 mil now in the bank, almost 1.3 I think. Hang on, let me... My mom's texting me, one sec. Cool. So I don't know what I was talking about, but let's go over some of the new subs. I'm not gonna go over all of them. This is just YouTube. I don't see any new followers on Twitch besides Splinterverse 2 days ago. So if you're here at all in the VOD or anything like that, hello. But I'll go through the last few YouTube subscriptions. So we got Nathan S, RX Toskino, Heights, Elias, Anthony B, Riemann P, Areco 1977, Manikanta K, Logical Counters, Excel Y, Mingley S, Dura G, Ian M, Tony B, Rogerio F, Bradley M, Consider P, Mike M, Caroline J, Steve B, Michael M, and Razorhead. So those are some of the recent subs on YouTube. Thank you to all of you if you're here at all, if you watch this at all. Appreciate you for supporting me. Trying to get to 100k, so hello, Ali, but show Ali. I'm gonna loot some auctions here because I found a whole bunch of stuff because I finally had a chance to go on those alts and mail over the stuff they had in their bags. So I finally had a chance to mail off a lot of stuff, especially from my profession holders. Like my alchemist had still had orbs and stuff from Classic. My scribe had some stuff from Classic and BC as well. So finally sold all that stuff off. So I've made quite a bit of gold in the last few days. I just made 2.1k there. But yeah, so I'm thinking sometime this week I'll probably finish off the Wrath of the Lich King professions, because at this point I think I need, in total, if I were to buy everything I'm missing, it'll be somewhere around the 20 to 30k gold, I think, mark, which is a lot less than it would have been had I not done that, had I not done mining specifically. So pretty happy about that, and then I can start working on Cataclysm. But yeah, I guess with this deposit here, try to keep 3k on this guy, so 3838, 9433. That's all good. So 1.3 milli in the war bank, which I definitely need to take out before Tuesday, but that's awesome. I was at 1 mil a few weeks ago, I think, and then 1.1 literally on Sunday with all my alts having gold on them. So yeah, as you can see, all my alts now have at least 2k. I try to keep them around 2k. Some of the ones that have less than 2k are because they took flight points, like to Revendreth or to Tazavesh. My warrior, of course, has 10k to chill on them. I don't know what the first two characters are because I've never had those characters, so I don't know why they're there. But yeah, on my 48 characters, I think, I have 2k gold each, so I have like 80k just sitting across all my realms. So not bad at all. Well, let's log on to the warrior. I also I also finally went in all of my alts. I gave them herbalism and mining because I want them to have those gathering professions. So in case they're out in the world ever, or like in a dungeon or a delve, they can just go and grab these orbs and ores and herbs and just get a little extra gold. So I was doing yesterday, I have a lot of restored coffer keys I need to get rid of before Tuesday because those are being deleted. So I want to make sure I have the coffer key stuff. So like achievements, as you can see, I'm one delve away from 500. I started yesterday at 480. And I started, this is to open 500 restored coffer chests. I started at like, I don't know, I think it was 389 or something like that. So lots of delves have been done. I had like 20 keys outside of my warrior that I needed to use. So I've just been doing tier 1s on my alts. I think I just have my priest, my shaman left. Like, actually, I think a couple of characters have a few more keys. Let's see. Yeah, so my prop pally has 5. Because at the weekly quest as well, that's what it was. There was like the weekly quest, you can do delves, and there was another one to complete 3 delves, and then like the weekly quest to get the belt or the upgrade for the belt. So I had like, I think 3 extra keys coming for a lot of alts. So I need to run. And then on my shaman, I ran a 1 world soul memory just to see how many things I get. I think I ended up dying or like getting kicked out of the memory, but I think I got like 128 restored coffer shards, so I was able to get 1 more key. But probably won't do that on him again, but maybe on my paladin I might. But yeah, I've got 16 keys sitting there on my alts, so that'll put me at 515 delves run. And then once I do this, I'll see how many chests I need to open still. Yeah, these all go away when the patch comes out on Tuesday. So I'm at 406. So another, how many did I have? 16? Yeah, 16. 406. So what's that? 22. Yeah, 422. So making some decent progress there. And actually, before I forget, I need to go over here, send myself over all of this undercoin. That's all of it, right? Yes. Because what I use it for is just to buy these reagent pouches for 500. And I can just sell this stuff for gold on the auction house. Yeah, I just got 2 of these profane tinders, which I think I like 40 gold each. These sell for a decent amount. This sells like 40 gold. Yeah, some decent gold out of that. So definitely need that. Also, I talk about it in tomorrow's video, but finally I have no quests. Pretty excited about that. First time since a Legion. And one of the quests I had was like from the beginning of the season to like buy some crests or something. And that gave me this pouch of 100 Valor Stones, but I've been capped out at 2,000 for like the majority of this season because I don't need them anymore. So I'm just going to hold this, and when the patch goes live next week, I'll have an extra 100 Valor Stones that I can use and have available. So that's that. Collector dinner. I think I should be good with 63%. We've got climbing gear. That one's easy. And gutter gun. Okay, these are all pretty easy. Yeah, I figure. Let's say I do all those, like, what's a 422 I said for. I have the 500 for the restored coffer chests. So 500 minus 422 is 78. And I'm getting, let's just say I'm doing on average 5 a week on my warrior. Divided by 5, that's 15 weeks still. Okay, it's like 4 months, let's just round up. That's if I do 5 a week, which I tend to do more, because I get 4 from the, I do the theater event, which is 1. Ashkahet weekly is the second one. The Ringing Deeps has Awakening the Depths. And the one in Hollow Fall is a little thing to light the things. That's 4. And then there's usually a world quest or 2 with restored coffer shards plus the world soul memories, so that usually gives at least 1 more. And then there's usually 1 extra one that kind of comes out of somewhere. So yeah, yikes, that's still a lot. 16 weeks, boy. The worst part too is like delves next season, we're gonna be starting down at the bottom again. So hopefully there's not an achievement to do anything new with tier 11s, because if I can just unlock tier 11s and have them available if I need them and just go back to running tier 1s, I would really like that. So I'll probably just do like tier 11s to start, just to get a few more gilded crests throughout the season, and then stop eventually. Because I really like to focus on tier 1s, because I'm not the biggest fan of delves. They're kind of not for me. I've talked about this, that I think they're a great addition to the game. It's just, for me personally, I don't really like them all that much. Actually, while I'm going here, I'm gonna run a vision real quick, because no, I'm gonna do my world quest first. I want to get this out of the way. I still do need to run my visions, at least one vision for the week, maybe two. Because unfortunately, despite the fact that I have all the mounts, pets, I think there's a toy in there too, and I have all the achievements, I still want some transmog out of that. Can you believe that? So, that's unfortunate. I think I calculated it's like another 30 at least thousand vision or corrupted mementos. So I figure if I slowly just do that throughout, you know, every week, especially next season, because I'll have better gear, it'll be a little bit easier, and just slowly but surely make my way into finishing off visions completely. Also, I don't know what it is in delves, but there's something like, I think I did like 3 keys on my shaman yesterday, and I got like over 3,000 gold from just doing delves. I was like, what? Wait, I don't understand. Like all the stuff I sold and from just delves. I don't know what I did, but I was like, okay, I'll take it. I don't think visions are going away, so no stress with them yet. I don't think they're definitely not going away. And I have everything I need, like I said. It's just that I said the transmogs, so I just want some of the transmogs. I'm not too concerned about like getting that, especially like if they did go away at the end of the expansion, which I don't think they're going to. I would definitely have everything by then. But it's just having to run visions, you know? Sucks. Also, hi, Mishu. Welcome to the stream. But the sooner the better, though, because I can't. A part of me wants to just spam run visions until I have everything, so I can just have it over with. But at the same time, I have to spam run visions, you know? Ugh. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll at least do one, though, because I haven't done my one this week. And I'd like to do that, and then we'll see. There's a lot of things I want to do today. I like the warrior one with the leather set. Holy moly, that's an ugly one. I don't think I've seen the leather set. Actually, is the leather set, is that the one with the like the tentacle face, or is that, I'm thinking the cloth one? Because the leather face is, or the tentacle face is decent, I think. I'll just use a bandage. I don't know where I'm getting these bandages from, but I have so many. Actually, hold on, wait. These stack for more than 500 now? Oh, okay. I wonder if I could just put these in... Oh, sweet. I wonder if I could just put all my bandages on this guy, because I think I only had them in my war bank, so I could, because I was doing something on alts, so, and I needed to heal them, so. I don't look at this horrible. I'll take a look when I get back in there once I'm done this quest. Where is this start again? There she is. Alright. What am I looking for here? They stack at 1,000. Oh, okay, well, that works out for me. Up there? There is one up there. Should I go? I think I'll go to the right and then down. Or right then up. I think, did I grab that? Oh, okay, I did grab that. Oh, there you go. There you go. Damn it. Okay. Actually, I just hearth from here. All right. We'll find out, because I think I have more than 1,000. So I was gonna grab them from my war bank and see how much they stack for, because I don't really need them. If they do stack for 1,000, that'll actually be fine, because I'll leave the 100 or whatever in my war bank in case I'm ever on an alt that needs to do some sort of pet thing. Okay, oh, wow, they stack for more than 1,000, look at that. So 1162 just sitting on there. Sure, I'll leave that in there for now, I guess. This is... I mean, I don't really need this, but that's fine to have, I guess. Alright, and I have 2 rare pets I can do. So spin the wheel, who gets to be rare? Let's see. You, Red Moth, congrats, you're now rare. And who else? You're already rare. Who else? Meyer Creeper, congrats. Oh, you look cool. Where are you from? Ravendreth? Nice. Well, congrats. You're a rare now. Okay, let's take a look at that ugly leather set from Visions. What are we looking at? Cloth, leather. Chest. Feet, hands, head. Yeah, I don't mind this. This is kind of cool. The rest of the set's kind of boring. That reminds me of like fish stuff, but yeah, I don't mind this. Like I would definitely get maybe even the gloves. I'd probably get the helm, chest, shoulders, gloves. I don't like how the boots kind of go that far out, but oh my god, 10,000 of these? Jeez. Well, I already have to pee, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn the AC down because it's cold, rather. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know. I've literally had just like a few sips of this coffee. It makes me pee so much. Judging by your warrior transmog you were wearing, Jesus, that set us improvement. How dare you? Oh, absolutely, dude. This is the swag mog. Look at that. Well, who's this guy? This guy looks pretty cool. Also, Dead But Not Out, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I just got back and missed that, so thank you if you're still out there. Thank you for following. I appreciate you. Dude, what is his helm? El Inferno. Wow. Yo, I have to whisper him. Yo, you look sick. Welcome, love you guys. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad they were able to help you out. Hopefully you got him out from them. Whatever you were farming, or maybe just doing like a raid run. My god. I love this, dude. Wow. Yeah, no, I like that a lot. I was gonna text my mom back real quick. One sec. This guy, I tell that guy he looks sick, and he goes, "Nah, you look sick." And I ask, "Do you mean it?" And he goes, "That helmet's one of my favorite in the whole game." All right, buddy. You say. All right, let's go do this real quick. Get that off my screen. Hurts my eyes. That's my cue. Everyone relax. My cue. Did you give up on getting Infernal? No, not yet. I'm not. I'm probably gonna do one more run today, if not two. But yeah, no, that is still on the docket. Like I said, because it's coming out and probably in Legion Remix, I'm probably not gonna spend a whole lot of time, maybe on a one or two alts per week, because that's probably like the only mount run I have now. Actually, ooh, you know what I should maybe try to do is a Mirror Drill, because I haven't done that this week yet. I know that's not included in the buff, but it would be nice to get that mount. Yeah, that's pretty much the only mount run I have, so maybe like once or twice a week to run that, and if anything, I can have one less thing to buy when Legion Remix comes out. The Nighthole drop rates were not buffed. Confirmed. Where'd they confirm that? I saw that the drop rates were lower, specifically for the Infernal. Oh wow, how that is. What's up, farming for mounts? I saw 15 more to go. Quest, what's up, buddy? 50. What are you focusing on? It's the last day. What's the one you really want to get, or what are the few you're really trying to get before the event's over? That's brutal. 15. I'll probably do a couple of Tazavesh runs after this, see if I can't grab that real quick. For a dungeon that isn't that bad, that one is kind of bad, to be honest. Like, it's really wearing on me. I do not like running that at all. I also need to check my alts to make sure all the bank spots are purchased. Aren't they giving everyone... how does that work? Because I thought they were just giving everybody the full bank spots. Or is it when if you have everything purchased, you can just get it all for free? I don't need it, but what is it? It's red. Okay, don't drink red. Red. Bad. Alright, buddy. Chill. Okay, we get it. Motorcycle. Jesus. I don't know why it drives me so immediately upset. He's still going. You can still hear him. 10,000 miles away. The freaking vroom, vrooms. Oh, that'd be crazy. I miss playing WoW, man. I haven't played in over a decade. Wouldn't be any good now. What are you talking about? What am I stuck on? Hello? WoW is definitely a game that caters somewhat to the casuals. Far be it from me to try to convince somebody to go back though, so I'm not gonna be the devil on your shoulder telling you to play. But if you're worried that you wouldn't be good, I guarantee you would find a place somewhere. I've played with some absolutely abysmal people who still somehow manage to get far in the game, so even if you do suck, you'll be just fine. Plus other fun stuff to do that isn't super competitive. Even low-level keys. Remember head does not want to drop. Yeah, that one sucks. That's kind of a long one. See, that's one of the ones like that one. Invincible. Battle for the Zara Lord, Zoth. Like those are all like long-ass runs that are kind of nice to get over with during this run, and it sucks if you didn't get it. How many more alts do you have to run on Quest? I used to play a lot when I was a teen, up to like 20-ish. Sounds about right. My competitive spirit won't let me live down being bad. Fair enough. I getcha. Yep, I getcha. That's part of the reason I can't play Arena. Because no matter how hard I try, the first few games I'm like, oh, this is fun. Haha, I love just PvPing for fun. And then I get really competitive, and losing is just unacceptable. It just sucks in general because like that's part of the reason I can't play competitive games as a whole. Like Counter-Strike, I love Counter-Strike. I just can't play Counter-Strike competitively because I get very, very, very upset. So it just, yeah. And like Call of Duty, I haven't played Call of Duty since the Modern Warfare remake. Because it like, I died a couple times and it literally ruined my entire weekend. I was like, I have a problem and I need to figure this out and stop playing these sorts of games because this is just unacceptable. So. But it's funny though, like there's games like Battlefield, for example, like that game sometimes every once in a while, like there might be a game or two where I get pretty heated, but for the most part, like I don't get as upset in Battlefield as I do in a game like Counter-Strike or in a game like Call of Duty. Even the finals for a bit, when that came out, oh my god, when that came out the first month, I loved the finals. I was so good. No matter win or lose, didn't matter. And then slowly but surely the rage crept in, which sucked. But yeah, I'm for someone who's not competitive, just in general, I'm pretty competitive. Through 60 tunes. Oh my god, I'm reactivating my second account to see if the last one I had luck with my first. Oh my goodness. Are you? I'm assuming you're doing the skip then. You're not doing a full run because that would be so much Alduar. Oh my gosh. Bingo. I want to learn the basics and some advanced things like the macros and stuff I see that people have. Every time I try, especially like specifically in PvP, every time I try, I just can't get a hold of it. I know, and it's frustrating because it's like I know that if I just spend more time doing it, eventually I'll get it because it's just like just makes perfect. But I'm very much so results oriented. And if I'm not seeing results immediately, I get discouraged, I get frustrated, and it makes me not want to do it. I don't have the patience of when I was a younger man to sit around playing and losing and not knowing how to do something for hours and hours and hours on end. I'd rather just do something I know that I'm good at or something that is not as difficult. The joys of getting older. Actually, speaking of Battlefield, I don't know if anybody here is a Battlefield fan, but Battlefield 6 announced last week. Hashtag no pre-orders, but man, I don't know. I went into that trailer thinking 2042 was awful. I'm not expecting much, and I saw that trailer and I saw the leaked gameplay. They're pulling me in, man. I freaking love Battlefield, so I'm really hoping. I think the multiplayer trailer or reveal goes live on Wednesday. On Thursday. So that'll be interesting to watch because I think that'll have more actual gameplay rather than engine stuff, but that's pretty exciting. And I will definitely play the open beta. And if that impresses me enough, I will buy it when it comes out after like the first couple weeks. I've learned my lesson with not only pre-orders, but Battlefield specifically. I think WoW is the only game I will pre-order just because I'll play it regardless. I know I will. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited for that and the new Borderlands. Those are two games that I will probably pick up when they come out, a little bit after they come out, just so they have time to fix all the bugs. I'm sure there'll be plenty. I don't want to beta test that. Alt tunes below 79 will need to purchase bag space. Alt tunes below... Oh, no. 350 currently right now, but with a new patch, the cost goes up to 9K. Oh, boy, I have to jump in on my alts again. That sucks. Let me ask this then. The spells you have in the center, what are those? These here? If you're talking about these are like my main abilities. Stuff down here is stuff I don't really care about, and it's not really important. Yeah, top row is like my main stuff that I use all the time. Second row has a combination of my AoE abilities and my self-heal and my interrupt, and then the last row is all my cooldowns, as well as like a stun. And then this stuff over here is just telling me when I have certain buffs up. Like for example, this 3 tells me I have 3 stacks of this buff, wherever it is, right here, Whirlwind. Which makes it so that my next 4 attacks, then 3, 2, 1, they will hit additional enemies. So that as a Fury Warrior, I'm trying to keep that up. This tells me I have the buff that makes it so I'm not losing any sanity right now in this specific thing I'm doing. This tells me I'm enraged, which I need to be as a warrior. etc. And these are just my cooldowns and stuff, or the yeah, the cooldowns I still have buffs for. When you fight, it's like they self-initiate, or are you clicking? These, so I'm self-clicking. However, WoW just in the last month or so, they released what's called the single button assist or whatever it's called. Let me open that. It's actually right here. This thing here. So they introduced this in the spell book. It's just a single button assist. This will go through your rotation. You don't have to, you can literally be watching a movie on the screen and press this button and it will do your rotation for you. So here, I'll put this in my number 1 ability. So I'm just going to be spamming 1 here, and it's just going to do all my abilities for me. So as you're seeing, it's changing as I'm pressing 1, and it knows what, like for example, interrupts, it won't do, or it won't pop my cooldowns, and actually this is rough, so hopefully I don't die here. But it knows what to press. And it just does that, so even if you don't know what you're doing, you can get a decent idea and play a little bit better with this. Oh, I might die here. Pop that. Yeah, there's some abilities it won't do, but for the most part, it does your rotation for you. I just, unless I'm playing on alt, so if I'm watching something on the other monitor. Who was that? Zebrick Bobrick. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. But I don't use that on this guy just because I actually enjoy like pressing the buttons and stuff. I'm kind of used to it at this point. But like if I'm leveling an alt, or if I'm just doing anything on an alt, really, I'm usually watching something on the other screen, and I'll just sit there spamming that button. I'm kind of curious. I want to see next season if I can jump into some dungeons, like Mythic Plus dungeons, and see how well I do with that. Because in Time Walking, I was like doing pretty well. Like I was watching a movie and I was legitimately contributing to the dungeon. I use my alts to store old mats and gear. Just need to check on all of them just to make sure the banks are working fine. Yeah, I jumped on all my alts this past weekend to take out everything from their bags, or from their bank, just because I'm afraid that Blizzard's gonna break something and I'm gonna lose all that stuff like they did with the war bank. So if I knew I had to buy their bag or their bank slots, I would have done that. So I have to spend some time again this week jumping on them real quick. Is it still worth to start Visions? No, not really. The enchant that you get from it, you can't use in the next season, which starts in 1 week. And unless you want achievements and a mount, or a couple mounts, I guess, and toys, or pets, rather, there's no point in doing them. The only reason I'm doing it now is just because I want some more transmogs. But if you have not done Visions, no. There's no points at all in doing them. Remember a good chunk that I'm just thinking about how to optimize my characters. That's right. Well, they introduced, I don't know if you're like how familiar you are Destin with the stuff they released this expansion, but they released what's called delves, and they're pretty much like solo content where it's like this very short, if you remember like scenarios from Mist of Pandaria, they're kind of like that. So it's a solo content that has tiers that get harder and harder, and you get better and better gear as you go through them, and that's like a lot of people who play solo really enjoy that type of content. I personally, like, it's fine, it's just not really for me. They've also introduced follower dungeons, so you can, in the Dungeon Finder, just queue up for follower dungeons, and this is, you're just doing the current dungeons with AI, so you don't even have to play with other people. And like Raid Finder has a story mode, which I don't know how to queue for that. Or there's somewhere a story mode where you can just literally go in and just like, again, play the raid with AI, but it's just for like questing. So if you want to see like how the story plays out in the raid, you can do that as well. I think the outline thing they added is even better. No GCD penalty, but still helps you learn the main damage rotation. Yeah, I agree, Bearcat. Like it's legitimately helpful and good. It's interesting because I went on some of my alts to see, am I doing the right rotation? Like if I'm pressing the buttons the way that I think I should be pressing them, is that right? I'll put on the single button assist, and I'm like, oh, it's actually I should be pressing this more often because I don't use this a lot. So that's been helpful. I use the single button assist leveling 1 to 80 as a shaman. Literally just press 1 for 80. Yeah, I did that on my enhancement shaman from like 58 to 80. So very helpful. And again, I was just literally, I had YouTube on this monitor here, and I was just sitting there going, am I saying something? No? Okay, cool. That's it. That's great. No trust in Blizz. Blizz don't screw things on bugs. There are no bugs, only features. True. True. Yeah, so cautiously optimistic with that bag update. Better safe than sorry, because like I said last stream, like some people lost millions of gold worth of stuff from their from their guild bank, I think it was, with the update that they did when the War Within launched. And some people were saying that they lost, like they saved mail from people that died. And they're never gonna get that back. And that was like the last memory they had of that person. Like, oh my god, that's so heartbreaking. So I don't have any of that. I just have like mats and legendaries that I spent a lot of time going through, and I don't want to have to get them again. So did all that. My goodness, that was annoying. Is there a thing up there? I don't know. Delves are great and pretty easy solo if you get a group that scales pretty hard. Yeah, I've only done delves in a group one time, and it was much more difficult than I was expecting it to be. Which I'm not really a fan of. I get that there's, like, they're kind of catered towards solo players, but at the same time, I don't feel like there should be that big of a penalty for doing it with a group. So much has changed. Yeah, it's depending on when, I forget when you said you stopped playing. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's changed. It's a much more, in a way, it's a much more friendly, player-friendly game. I don't think it's really new player-friendly, but if you've played WoW ever in the past, and you kind of understand some of the mechanics, like, it's a lot friendlier towards casual players and, like, adults. Because I think Blizzard kind of understands that a lot of people that play this game are not teenagers anymore, and they're people who used to be teenagers and now have families and jobs and other interests. So they try to make things a little bit easier for everybody, which I personally like. Nothing like a dungeon run with a trash healer or tank. Yeah, that still exists. That never really goes away, regardless of what difficulty you're doing it in. PvP can be done with AI, really? What? Oh yeah, don't they have like the shuffle or something, like the something? I forget what it is, but yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Also, Bearcat, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. I appreciate it. I'm still trying to figure out the YouTube notifications on the stream, so as I see them come up, I'll mention that. But thank you, Bearcat, for the sub there. I'm going to buy it today. Uh-oh, he's back in the fold, folks. He's got to do it. Yeah, I mean, it's overwhelming, so just kind of, I would recommend starting with the campaign. Just go through the questing and stuff. That'll introduce you to delves naturally, which is that solo content that we were talking about. You gotta get a feel for that, and then slowly but surely you can gotta go into dungeons and stuff and LFR. But yeah, pretty good time to start, because on Tuesday the new patch goes live. The new season starts, or is it the next Tuesday after that? I don't remember. But yeah, the new patch, the new major patch, the final patch of the War Within goes live on Tuesday. So you'll be jumping in right as the new content comes out. So pretty good timing. Also, just a reminder for everybody, make sure you're backing up all your add-ons this week, or before Tuesday, because just in case Blizzard breaks something, you don't want to be losing and having to reconfigure all that. There you are. I remember that bank error of my gear and my bags, at least the ones that were in void. Yeah. I went through my my bank, and then the couple characters I knew had stuff in void storage. I went through them. Fortunately, I think my warrior is the only one that has like legendaries in there, but all the other alts just had like gear for transmog. And now that it's all account wide, it's not needed. But did I get a second crystal here? I don't remember, but it's fine. Yeah, the only character I have left now to go through is my warrior. Get all the stuff out of his bank in his void storage, but I don't want to have my whole bag full for the entire week, so I'll just do that on Monday. Monday. I think the ability to gear up on your own is super cool, but man, I feel like delve mobs are just damage sponges for the sake of being damage sponges. Random trash mobs take forever to kill. I agree with you. I think that delves at higher tiers, though, there's some sort of weird scaling issue in that they do so much damage, though. Like, even on this, with my 675 warrior, if I go into a tier 11, there's still some mobs that absolutely deck me. Like, I'll just be chilling, and suddenly I'm at 20% health. I'm like, what happened? Like, one of them is I think it's a sinkhole. It's that one mob that, like, a random pale illusion or whatever spawns behind you. For whatever reason on my warrior, that thing will deck me for like 50% of my health, and I'm so confused as to how it's happening. Delve scaling is weird, man. I don't like it. Solo, it's not that bad, but with a group, oof, yeah. Yeah, delves are definitely, they're definitely pushing that specifically for solo content, which, again, I get it, but at the same time, like, who cares? Like, some people have friends that they want to do that stuff with. Not the end of the world. That's a deal. I appreciate you just helping out acting I'm a lost cause. No, no, no. WoW's like the game I've probably spent the most time in. I love this game. If anyone wants to play it, I definitely recommend, or I definitely will suggest they at least give it a shot. Depending on, again, if new players are definitely going to be a lot more likely to give it up, just because there is a lot going on, a lot of systems and stuff. But if you've played WoW in the past, like, again, it will be overwhelming at first, but just take it easy, take it slow, and within a month or so, you'll be like totally back on track. You'll know exactly what's going on. It's just overwhelming at first. There are a few one-shot mechanics. Yeah, annoying as hell. Excavation site is bad. That one I don't mind. I don't think I've had too many issues there. The one story though, when you have to like the 4 or 5 things you have to like, you click on it and then like mob spawn, like 3 waves of mob spawn. Ugh, that one takes forever. It's so tedious. You know, people can be a real douche about sharing basic info. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I try to be cool, man. Try to help as best as I can. Have I done all these? I think I have. Okay. Dude, this vision is flying by. Streaming makes this a whole lot more palatable. Alright, that's done. How many do I have? 12? Or 1200? Okay. I think there was... I forget if I looted this other crystal. Well, either way. I at least have 8, I think. So, it's what, 50 per, something like that? My wife jokes with me that I am cheating on her. I told her, yes, I played with WoW before I met you, and WoW comes first on the day of the new expansion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've had that conversation with partners as well. You're doing a what, and for how long? Yeah, I'm gonna be saving Azeroth for the like 14th time, and I'm gonna need like a week off. But those 8 crystals, dang. I'm gonna get 300, nice. Alrighty. Let's go get this Mo Sucra. Oh, it's too far to actually help. Boom, that was easy. Cool. What did I add? 90. Alright, so I'll have like another 2,000 or so. I should probably be able to buy something. So I had 991, I think that was. So 2571 minus 991. So I get about I got 1580 that run. So let's just round down to 1500 per run. Like, so 10 runs would be 15,000. 20 runs would be the 30,000. Oh boy, that's still quite a few runs. Okay. Thanks. Okay, well, I mean, take it easy. Take it slow and eventually we'll get there. Can I buy? So I've got, I mean, do I really care about this backpack? Oh, it's 5,000. Ugh, I mean, I don't like the backpacks. This one looks nice. I did get this one. Oh, I'm gonna do all real quick. The cloaks are what I'm mostly wanting. This one not really, but I got this one. This one's a sick one. Yeah, I guess I'll wait to get the 5,000 because everything else after that's cheaper. Alright, well, we'll leave it at that for now. Let's see. This can go garbage. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go do a Tazavesh run. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, on Friday I posted a video on how to do the hard mode of Tazavesh for a 100% chance to get that, the fake it till you make it achievement, which comes with the Tazavesh gear glider mount. That, you won't be able to solo when the new patch goes live because you'll need to do it on Mythic, and the Mythic will be the War Within version, so you won't be able to do that until midnight comes out. Or solo, that is. You'll still be able to do the achievement like with a group, but solo you can't do that until midnight. So if you want to get that, this will be your last week to do it solo. Very quick, very easy. Just make sure you start it on heroic and then do the actual. Once you get the neck piece, you're doing it on mythic, so that way you can do it in 1 week. Okay, so dungeon is heroic. Nice. Also, really quick, as a wrestling fan, I think it's worth it to mention here. RIP, rest in peace to the immortal Hulk Hogan, who also passed away last week. I know he's a little bit of a... There's some thoughts about him, and I agree with them. So, Hulk Hogan was definitely monumental in wrestling. I think Terry Bollea was a troubled man who had some not great thoughts and sayings and things he did. But at the very least, Hulk Hogan can be celebrated and revered at the very least. Also, I mean, that is somebody's dad, somebody's best friend and stuff, so sympathy goes out there. So rest in peace to the immortal Hulk Hogan, who unfortunately, everything comes in threes. So we had, I forget his name now, which I feel bad about, but the gentleman from The Cosby Show, followed by the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy, which I'm still listening to Ozzy and Sabbath all week, and the Hulkster. Also, Abara N, thank you so much for the subscription on YouTube. I'm not sure if you're in here, but thank you, thank you, thank you. That was a fun instance run I did that last week for the instance. What, this one? The hard mode for Tazavesh?
If she escapes to your world, the artifact she covets will be in her grasp.
Hulk is a legend, but some people do not like his opinions. You can't please everyone. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely... The racial stuff he talked about was just insane. So it's, you know, at the very least, that is kind of, you know, he tarnished his own legacy in that sense. But I mean, I can, you know, like I said, that is still someone's father, someone's best friend, someone's son, someone's grandpa, etc. So, and Hulk Hogan, the character there, you know, part of two massive boom periods in wrestling, and I would argue the biggest wrestler of all time. I know there's an argument to be made for The Rock, but I think I would argue that Hulk is bigger. Hard mode. Really? That was fun. I mean, this dungeon isn't bad. Like, now that I know how to do it, it's just tedious. I feel like there's a lot of RP. It's just kind of tedious. Like, if it wasn't for the RP, this wouldn't be that bad. But the more I do it, the more I'm just like, Jesus, let's go with this talking. The hard mode wasn't that bad though. I was kind of happy about that. like in a similar to the dungeon itself. Like every time I would like look into it, read a video or read a article, like skim through an article that is, or like skim through a video, I was so confused. Like, what do you want me to do? Where? And I was like, oh, it's pretty easy. Just talk to a couple NPCs and then go do it on Mythic. This guy's taking forever to die. There we go. Oh my god. I don't think I ever played this with the sound on. That sounds sick. Some guttural. This is a song about shooting blood from your. Hulk Hogan is hands down the most famous gimmick. Rock is a legend, but he was only really full-time wrestler for like 5 years. Yeah, and that's where my argument is too. It's like Rock, as massive as he was, right? As massive as he was only there for a little bit. And I think that even without Rock, Stone Cold being there would have made that period of time in wrestling as big as it was still. I don't think that period needed The Rock. I think he made it bigger though. But it would have been big regardless. Hogan was as big as Rock and never really left wrestling, yeah. I'm definitely with you on that one, Bearcat. It is kind of crazy to think though how short of a time Rock had in wrestling and how big he got though. Because when he came in what 90, was it 96 or 7? And he was out by like what 02 I think is his last match, or 03. Like he wasn't even there 10 years, man. That's crazy.
Ah, yes, thank you.
No problem at all.
Invitation. Zogra, surely our friendship has ascended such necessity.
And speaking of wrestling, we got SummerSlam this weekend. The first 2-day SummerSlam, which I'm not really a fan of. I mean, I think part of it, honestly, is just because when I go to watch it, I go down to hang out with some friends, and it's an hour away because I don't like hosting. I do not want to host. But like, it's having to drive. Sucks. Alchemist. Who's the Alchemist? Ooh, where's the Alchemist? I forget where the Alchemist is. He's here, isn't he? But there's some pretty good matches on the SummerSlam stuff. So pretty looking forward to the shows themselves. It's just not looking forward to the drive.
May I tempt you to like a hard bargain? Good
The spice? Yeah.
May I tempt you with my wares?
Yummy. All right, the password is Ivory Shell. Boom.
Learn to play, degenerates.
Got him.
Get off the stage.
Wait, how many runs have I done on this so far? Since I made 20,000 gold. This guy, wow, when? Battlelands. Battlelands. This is dungeon. That's why. This will be
I believe the crowd
not there. Okay, well, what that is? Hold on. This scythe.
Oh, Misa, it is a pleasure. My friends and I are here to...
Oh, maybe it's not there. Okay, I lied.
Please bring on the next band.
Interesting. Yo, Kinzo, what's up, buddy? It's going good. I'm having a great day today. No work.
reveals itself.
Hot as heck outside. AC's on. Playing World of Warcraft PC Edition 2004. All rights reserved. Blizzard Entertainment. How's your day?
Musical act.
on this no more. Whoops, my bad. What are your thoughts on the theory that '09 Jeff Hardy was bigger than Cena? I was watching some of those matches and I 100% he could have been bigger than Cena. I wasn't watching at the time, so I can't say for sure. I have heard that theory though. And I think Jeff has been, like, since what, the late 90s, has been a fan favorite. Everyone loves Jeff through all of his trials and tribulations. I could 100%, I would at least listen to that argument. I don't know, again, I wasn't watching at the time, so I don't know how big either one of them were. But I know how popular Jeff has always been. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was an actual fact. 'Cause he did win the title, didn't he? And then he got arrested for a DUI or something like that. He kind of ruined his own momentum there. Grinding the PvP brawl while we play against bots. Oh yeah, what is that this week? The Q again? AI?
It has been an age since I witnessed
Comp Stomp. Do I need anything from Arathi? I don't think so. How's that going for you, Kenzo? Ooh, we need to come to the rescue. I have to overcome a 500 resource disadvantage. Oh man, that. I mean, this is not that bad, I guess. I'm surprised I don't have that already, but sucks. Never been a big PvP person. I say it's on free levels. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, those comp stomps and the AI stuffs are really, or AI games are really, really nice. My favorite was the Warsong Gulch one because it's literally just a 3-minute match. Especially if you need the rep too, just grab Dark Moon Fair. Just spam those. Just sitting at a flag watching stuff on second monitor. Nice.
Excuse our intrusion, Solir. I hope we caught you at an inconvenient time.
In his own words, he chose drugs over wrestling. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. Like I've always loved Jeff. He was like, when I was watching as a kid, like that was my era, and the Hardy Boys were just so freaking awesome. And like the TLC matches with Edge and Christian and the Dudleys, like that was my era. I would always play as Jeff in No Mercy if I wasn't playing my own character. But yeah, I mean, he's been doing good for the last couple of years now, so you know, hopefully that sticks. I know it's a journey, and he's had some ups and downs, but hopefully he's on a permanent up. But yeah, that is. I don't remember what interview, but I think he talked about it in the one with Van Vliet. So. Hopefully now he's choosing his family though over all that. Sometimes you get 1 or 2 bots pushing, but after it's free. I guess the achievements I can't do. But are you just farming the levels, Kinzo? The PvP levels? Or are you farming anything in particular? Hardys and Dudleys are running it back one more time at Bound for Glory. Really? Devon's official retirement match. Oh, that. Hopefully that's good. I mean, Bubba, I think even just recently was kind of still going. So, him I can see. I don't know what Devon's been doing. I mean, the Hardys. I mean, I guess the Hardys were tag champs in TNA. So, I don't know. I guess hopefully it's good. I can see that. That's pretty cool. When is Bound for Glory? I still haven't watched Slammiversary. I still gotta watch that. Actually reminds me, Kinzo, with what you're doing. I was thinking about the other day how, like, so I don't know if anyone knows who Mr. Llama SC is or watches him, but he's a streamer who plays a lot of Diablo 2. He's like one of the Diablo 2 streamers, and he's been playing Diablo 2 since it came out. That's his game. He loves it. He plays it all the time. He's done so many different varieties of ways to play the game, which is crazy because Diablo 2 is a pretty simple game. There's not really that much to do, and the fact that he's been playing it and doesn't get bored is crazy. And I was just thinking about how, like, WoW for me is that game. Like, I was thinking about all the mounts that I would like to get. I'm thinking just like every time I get a mount, it's like one more thing off the checklist and like another collection item added. I was thinking like, man, I feel like WoW's gonna be like my Diablo 2, like it is for Mr. Llama, because like it's just something I just like just casually do. Like if I'm watching a YouTube video or just watching something on the other monitor, there's a whole bunch of stuff I can just casually farm, whether it's amounts or professions or literally anything. Like level a character. Like there's so many simple things I can do. And I've been playing this game for so long, and at this point it's my comfort game. And it's the collection game for me. Like that's kind of where a lot of my time is spent now these days, is just collecting stuff. And when a new season comes out, I'll obviously, spend a lot of time being a little bit competitive. I don't know, just kind of like this nice thought that I had earlier this weekend. It's kind of like this calming presence of like, whatever I don't have, I'm going to be playing WoW until they shut down the servers, or until I die. Whichever one comes first. So, whatever I don't have, I'm going to get eventually. And it's just, what do I want to spend my time doing, and when do I want to spend my time doing it? Yeah, like I said, it was just like a very, very calming and very nice thought, I guess. 99, boom! Sayonara. No mount. Sayonara to me, my luck, I guess. Just getting levels. What level are you at now? I think I'm like level 60. Ooh. 6? Yeah. I got a long way to go. I think 70 you get a mount though, don't you?
These troublesome pieces will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied by Cartel Al until our fortunes meet again.
Alright, reset and go again. We'll do at least one more. We'll do this one, and then... Or I will, I guess. You're welcome for doing all the work. I'll do this one, and then I might go do night holds on probably my hunter? Me? And go from there. Is it me or is it really, really bright? Stream chat? Nah, I mean, not the worst. My posture's pretty rough. Also, Thursday, I've decided, is probably going to be movie night. Or movie day. So usually on my vacation, I try to do like a day where I spend the entire day watching movies. And I think I've got all my movies, but I'm open to more suggestions. So I'm trying to think now. I've got a Minecraft movie. I've got Ex Machina, which I've heard multiple times and wanted to watch for a long time. Both Paul Blart Mall Cops. Gone Girl, I think, is in there. The Shawshank Redemption, which I haven't seen. Sergeant Bilko, I've seen that, but a long time ago, so I don't rewatch that. I forget what else, but there's a few other movies in there. Basically, what I try to do is I try to have like this combination of like different genres. So, like obviously, there's comedy, there's some action, there's some psychological in there, there's a horror movie in there, and then ideally, if I can, I try to do like a series of some kind. I mean, I don't think there is a series this time around, like Paul Blart, I guess, because there's 2 movies, but I was thinking of doing Hannibal, but I don't know. Or like a Silence of the Lambs, whatever that series is. I've never watched any of those movies. But that's what I'm thinking for movie night, movie day. And then tomorrow, I think I'm going to go see Fantastic Four. I've never been in movies alone, and I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to go not only alone, but to like an early show. I've never been to the movies at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday. So, probably going to go do that tomorrow. Very excited about that. And yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Big Trouble in Little China. I've heard that's the one with Sweezy. Oh my god, I feel like I remember the cover of that. Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah. I remember saying. Wasn't this a movie too, actually? Or obviously, wasn't this also a game? What are these pictures? What is the movie even about? If you're into football, even if you're not to us, I really like American Underdog. It's the Kurt Warner biopic. I mean, I guess I'm in football relatively. Never heard of Kurt Wagner or Kurt Warner though. I'll add that to the potential list. American Underdog. Okay, I added that to the. I'll check that out after stream. I also finished watching season 2 of Tulsa King yesterday. No spoilers. If you're not familiar, it's the Sylvester Stallone movie where he is a mob boss who goes from New York to Tulsa. Season 1 was great. Season 2, it was fine. I guess watchable, but it didn't really have the same charm as season 1. And it felt rushed in a lot of points and just felt kind of cartoony in others. It didn't really have the same, oh my god, I have to watch the next episode immediately that season 1 did. That was a little unfortunate, but I finished watching that. And then today I'm probably gonna start, I don't know what show. I'm kind of leaning towards one of the Walking Dead shows. I haven't watched season 2 of Daryl Dixon yet. I think season 3 is just around the corner in October. So maybe I'll watch that. If not, season 2 of Dead City. Is that the one with Maggie and Negan? I think those are the two I haven't watched, so maybe I'll do that. There was another show I had, though. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, Last of Us, season 2. I haven't watched that yet. So, kind of, either way, zombies, apparently, is what I'm into. It's crazy how people are on level 1300. Dude, I don't know how they're doing this. Like, even if they play PvP all the time, it's so slow to level. Like, how are you getting these many levels? Like, it blows my mind. Yeah, I don't know how people are that high up. I guess I should, like, Google, like, is there, like, some sort of, like, trick or anything to specifically, like, farm out levels? Because it's just insane. I would love to get that. I'd love to get, if I get to, like, what's it, 500, the last achievement? I'd love to get that. It'd be work, no, for sure, but, like, if there's something quicker than just farming BGs, which, I mean, I doubt, like, what else are you gonna do? Like, maybe world quests, but, well. The gist of it is he went from bagging groceries to arena football to NFL MVP in like a year. Crazy. Really? This is like a true story? That's got to be from like the 70s or 80s or like sometime before current age, because there's no... I don't see that happening in like... Now that the draft is such a big deal for all sports. You don't really get those types of stories where it's like, oh yeah, this guy, it's a random guy, we saw him at the grocery store. He had an arm on him. Or you know, we saw him, you know, playing hockey at the beer league and had a shot on him. So we invited him to the team and he made the team. Like, you don't hear the stories anymore.
Until our next transaction.
Private diary. Oh, that's the dude over here.
May I tempt you with my wares?
Oh, look at Mr. Farmer sent out your farming stuff. Oh, what's up, Darth? How's it going? There was an exploit back in the day. People look up their honor levels. Of course. Ivory Shell again. He played for the Rams in the late 90s and early 2000s. Currently works for NFL Network doing sideline interviews. That's crazy. I love a story like that. Even though I don't watch it on Thursday, I'll probably end up checking that out at some point. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Never played PvP or raided, so not gotten any glad mounts. I know, I'm the same. I wish, though. I love those glad mounts. It looks so cool, but not getting any one of those anytime soon, yeah. I think it was a Legion for like a month and a half. I really tried so hard to get really into PvP and arena and tried like to watch videos and guides and all this stuff. And I suck. I'm not, that's straight up. I just suck at PvP. Or arena specifically, I guess. Because I wanted a glad mount so bad. Because they look so cool, especially the one that's coming out next season. I'm so glad they updated it because it has like this like ethereal like Fellbat look to it. Oh, it's so cool. Actually, speaking of glad mounts, I've been seeing a lot more of the original excuse me, a lot of the more of the original nether drakes. Like I've seen the Swift nether drake maybe a handful of times. I've seen the brutal nether drake a few times, and I think I saw a couple of vengeful drakes in the last couple months. I was like, I don't know like where you guys are coming from, but I love seeing this. Like those are some of my favorite mounts. They're so simple, it's so cool. Mama, I'm coming home. Excuse me. Just got back from Costco and too freaking hot outside. Yeah, it's a scorcher today here. There's an extreme heat warning. What are we at now? I went to get groceries at like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. I got out like 30 minutes later and felt like I got like 30 degrees hotter. It is 98 Fahrenheit, 37 Celsius here. What it feels like. It's supposed to get hotter, I think. Yeah, it's supposed to go up another like 5 degrees. Actually, what does it look like in a week from now? Because when the planned trip to the amusement park is.
It has been an age since I witnessed such a vigorous show.
Sunny, not the. Well, I mean, I guess you don't really want the warmest day, but it's nice. So far so good. If that keeps up, that's gonna be great. No clouds that day. Ooh, that could be a very dangerous day. Would like some Mythic Plus mounts, but also never done any. Tried a bit last season, but never got that far. The 2000 rating one isn't. Well, I mean, I didn't think it was that difficult. Depending on if you have a group though, because pugging could be rough. Well, maybe next season though. Maybe season 3 will be the Mythic Plus mount for you. I forget what you play, Kinzo. You play DPS, right? Because that'll make it even harder to get in any group. That'll make it even harder to get into any group.
Is there no sanctuary from your filth?
Hear me, Solir. The artifact you seek brings only suffering.
Because I'm on vacation, I ended up getting a few more treats than I usually do. So I got this time I did buy the 3 for $10 Cool Ranch Doritos. So those will be gone by probably the end of the day. And then I got it's like a 2 for $10 deal on the Reese's chocolate bars. So obviously got those. And then I love the Reese's pretzels, so I got a couple of those because like a 2 for $9 I think deal. I was gonna get more, but I was like, no, I shouldn't. I was gonna go to the bakery too at Walmart and maybe get some donuts or something. Like, nope, can't do it. Don't do it. I am probably gonna go to this cheesecake place near here that is just dodging so good. So I'm probably gonna stop by there, maybe get like a small cheesecake. I'm gonna get my haircut tomorrow, so I'm thinking haircut. It's like right by the same road as that cheesecake place. So get the cheesecake, fill up my gas, and then chill. Okay, man. Yeah, I think that'll be the week of treats. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And at some point, I really need to get that friggin' Big Mac Crunchwrap Supreme. On vacation. Gosh dang it. Also, what should I get for movie night? Or Thursday. Movie day, I guess. Not sure if I just want to cook dinner that day or if I just want to get some like pizza or something else. I don't know. Always been a solo player in every game I play, so not any late game content. Ah, okay, yeah. That sucks. Well, on the plus side, at least, I don't think, what's the season 3 Mythic Plus mount? I don't think that's that great. Maybe one day though. Maybe maybe one day there'll be a group or something that you like running with that'll get the season at least 2K rating. Yeah, those glad mounts, man. I would love to get. Even if I got carried, I don't care. I'll take a glad mount in any capacity. Spiked Invincible, my last run of the event. Grats, Darth. That's awesome. It's a good way to go out. Ending it with a nice, big, Invincible bang. How many runs was it in total? Our captain is a dragon? You betcha. and sell all this while we wait for that portal. Easy. Alright, please mount me. I got 2,000 gold out of that? Holy smokes.
Must you hound my every
Okay, that's, I mean, not awful. Hello, Anne. Welcome back to the stream. How are you today? For the event, 12 to 15, total over 100. Yikes. Not bad for the event. I mean, I had a couple years worth of runs too. It's not worst, but that's, at least it's over. Positive part is it's over, so grats. That's awesome. Is that going to be the new mount that you permanently use, or was that just when you were farming to have handy in case you ever needed it?
This power is a must. Bow before cartels.
Oh, you're really not, you're, oh, I was going to say you're really not going to die here.
Must not.
No, Matt, unfortunate. I'm good. Nice. Glad to hear that. Using Mammy is crazy. Hey, it's true though, right? She didn't Mammy though, it's fine. Maybe next time.
Trust, more Walker. These troublesome pieces will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied by Cartel Al until our fortunes meet again.
More farming to have. Was hoping for Mimiron's head, but no dice. Next time. Next run for sure. I can feel it. First run after the event. That's the one. Love it. You love to see kids wearing helmets when they're riding bikes. Attaboy. Good for you. All right, let's log on to my Hunter, and let's actually. No, my priest isn't in Dalaran. Let's go. I guess my hunter, and then we'll do a Nighthold run. When I say we, I mean me, obviously. Why am I yawning? I'm having coffee and I'm chilling. Like it's I've only been awake for what, 6 hours? 7? Unacceptable. You can do it. I believe in you. There you go. Just thinking that right now, if I was still in school, if I was still a kid, right now would be like probably the worst time of the summer, because you're almost halfway done, and once August hits, it's like, I only have a month left. I have to go back to school. What? Come on! It just started. It does feel like July went by pretty quick. It's kind of insane. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. Jesus. Time flies, man. It's been nice though, going for my walks at 3 o'clock and not having a whole bunch of freaking kids walking around. Here I come, but did I do? Let me just make sure I'm not doxing anybody. Did I do? Who was online? Oh, you guys. I did not do. What's it called? That. So I'm gonna go run this really quick. See if I can't get Tashalak. That's my cue. Everyone chill. Everybody chill. Can't wait for kids to go back to school. Yeah. I imagine every parent looks forward to summer for like the first couple weeks. Already plans they have, and it's like, okay, we've had enough of this. You can head the F on back. Just got back-to-back mount drops. So much luck. Nice. What'd you get, MDM? Exciting. It's gonna be sad when this event ends and like everyone goes back to doing whatever else they were doing. It's like no more mount runs. Or less mount runs and not as much excitement. No Tashalak. Cringe. Nothing new there. Alrighty, let's go do Nighthold. Oh, my kids are grown as my grandkids. I need to come back. How old are they? That's funny. Oh gosh. Chill desk. That's like the whole thing was shaking. Yeah, a friend of mine has a child going to starting school, so very exciting. I was thinking like the kids that are starting school for the first time. It's like, guys, you don't know how good you've had it for the last 4 years. Not a care in the world. Don't gotta wake up early. Don't got homework. Don't got anything to do. You won't experience this for at least another, what, 14 years? Have fun with that. If only you knew. Shark bait and blue proto. Dang. Nice. The blue proto especially. That one's awesome. Rats. $13 and $15. Oh, they're grown, huh? Either... Let's see. And those are high school ages. Dang. Are they looking forward to it? Or are they also dreading it like I always did? Did anybody like going back to school? I mean, there's always that excitement of going back to school. But at the same time, like, I would much rather be on summer vacation all year. Shark bait. Hoo-ha-ha. What's that from again? That's... Oh, fuck. What's that movie? I forget. 44 and 4. Oh, your kids are 44 and 42? Yeah, the grandkids are 13 and 15. They don't want to go. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sucks. At least they're almost done. Maybe. Well, depending on what they're going to do with their post-secondary, if they're going. If they want to be doctors, they're only going to be halfway through. Yiko! I could never. I'm just not. School's not for me, man. I just couldn't. I finished post-secondary, and I was like, I'm never going back, and I had to go back. I was like, I can't believe I'm going back, and then I finished, and I was like, I'm so glad I don't have to. I don't know. As much as work sucks, I would much rather go to work than school. There's just something about having being forced to learn something that I don't like, even if it's a subject I like. I don't like having to dedicate myself to learning something. I want to learn it on my own time and on my own volition. I will say the last time I went to school, it was like, I'd finish, we'd get a project or whatever, and then it's like, you have 4 weeks to do this because it's a big project, and I would basically finish it at home, and then I'd come to class with all the notes of what I did, so I could copy it, what I did in the lab at school. So I'd finish this project in a few days, and then I had 4 weeks off, which was like, frick yeah. But then I didn't come to school for I think 2.5 weeks or whatever, and then the school called me so what's going on? And I was like, I don't know. You tell me what's going on. Well, you haven't been in class for a couple of weeks. Are you coming back anytime soon? I was like, I'm done the project, so no. Once the next thing starts, then yeah, I'll come back in. Yeah, well, that's not really how it works. You have to have a certain percentage of attendance, otherwise we kick you out. I was like, well, even if I don't, I'm gonna be going there and I have nothing to do. I'm done. My teacher has acknowledged that I'm done. Yeah, but you just have to go to class. Why? So literally, I would show up to class. I would tell my teacher, look, I have to be here for attendance. And I asked them, can you just mark me here and then I can go? Or can we have some sort of agreement where I don't have to come in? I'm not, nothing for me to do. It's I can't, I can't. It puts my job at risk if I'm lying about your attendance. But what I can do is I take the attendance or whatever. And then, halfway through the class, it's if you leave then, it's fine. Because you were there for half the class, that's fine. It's okay. So just knowing, because it was a 4-hour class or whatever every day, I have to go for 2 hours. This is so stupid. So I have to wake up early just to drive to class to sit there doing nothing. I think I installed Diablo 2 on the computer there and played that for a bit. Finding Nemo. Why was I thinking of what's the Will Smith movie with the cartoon with the fish? That's what I was thinking of. Font of Night. Yes, I am ancient. Nah, you're just wise. That's what old age is. It's wisdom. So the school can get paid. Yeah, I know, it's stupid. They're gonna get paid anyway. Like, whether I'm there or not, I already gave you my tuition, all the books and stuff. School's gel with #2 pencils. Man, Darth, you're full of great quotes, huh? Yeah, that was the last time I went to school. I was so happy when I was done. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is rough. But that one was also bad because it was like, it wasn't, this was like the normal colleges, but then there's also like private colleges or whatever. And this was the only one that had the course that I wanted for the length that I wanted it for. So the quality of teachers wasn't the same as you would normally get at any other regular college. And it was frustrating because like the first half of the course, it was this dude who like literally would just read from the textbook the entire class. It was so frustrating. It's like, dude, I'm paying a lot of money to be here and you're literally just reading a word for word from the textbook. And if I ask you a question about what this means, you don't know the answer and you'll say you'll get back to me. And I have to remind you the next day. So did you figure this out? And then you explain it to me. I have a follow-up question and you're like, we'll have to get back to you. Why are you teaching? But fortunately, the second half was much better because the teacher actually enjoyed the subject and knew about it. And instead of reading, he would just be like, all right, so. Yes! Dude. I got it. It's over. Nighthold. Done. Legion. Done. Remix. Save your freaking currency, bro. All I need is gear now. Yes, dude. Let's go. Living. What's it called? Living. Oh my god. Infernal Core? I bit my tongue on that. What is this called? Oh, it's this. Fellblaze. Why? Boom. God, these mounts are so cool. Done. That's a kind of a cool picture, not gonna lie. Just came back and you got it. Kinzo, once again, my good luck charm. I drink and I know drink and I know things. I got both mounts. Grab that, so do I. I am the luck god. All of you are my luck gods. Appreciate all your lucks. Hell yeah. That's exciting. So now all I have in terms of collector's bounty, the only thing I'm missing is, I think it's Tazavesh, isn't it? If I go to simple armory. Mounts. Oh no, there's one more. What's the other one? Oh yeah. Friggin' jailer. But still. Nice. Hell yeah, I gotta make sure I... So I already made my video for tomorrow, so that won't be in tomorrow's video, but next one after that. What's it called? Fellblaze? Fellblaze Infernal. Normal Gul'dan. Last day of collector's bounty. Sick. Hell yeah. I need that one also, but can't be arsed running it. Just gonna wait for remix, yeah. Like I said, I was only gonna run on 1 or 2 characters, and I'm glad I ran it today. Hell yeah. Cool. That's on Mythic too. I don't have to run it on normal or like all the RP. Oh, it's over. Wow, good for me. Good stuff. Oh, I love that. Love getting me a mount. All right, let's go ahead and sell this and Garbanzo.
I understand your frustration, Gaora, but do not rush to conclusions.
Couple of extra things here. Oh, LFR, right. I ran that. Dark iron ore. I do need to smelt that, but so am I gonna go to? What's to get to the thing? I have to go into Blackrock Foundry. To run past. My hearth is down, so I'll do it some other time. But I think I remember the path into there. Hold on, how many smithing or smelting rather? Dark iron. So it's 8 for 1 bar. Okay. How many bars do I need again for sulfurin? Furin hammer. Just for the achievement. I already have the legendary. I just need the achievement to craft this. I need 20, so I have 5 bars here. So I need what? 160 bars or ore? Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess it's a few molten core runs, huh? Well, I mean, all my alts have mining. Wait, I can mine this at any level though, can't I? Dark iron? Nowadays anyway? I don't know. I'm gonna use the washroom real quick 'cause I really gotta go, so be right back. Okay. Uno Momento's gonna reply to some text because I'm a popular boy. That's one. Let me just reply to my mom real quick. Okay, that's good. What did I miss? That is a lot of farming. I don't know what I'm farming, but yes. Everything I do is a lot. You can mine anything at level 1? Hell yeah. Okay, that actually works out then. Because worst case, I mean, either way, that's going to be actually a lot of extra dark iron ore that I can sell, because that is... I wonder how much that's for. I wonder. Let's see. Dark iron ore. 13 gold for 1, lol. So if I'm doing 1, well, that's 10 times 8, so 104 gold for 8 ore. Iron bar, or dark iron bar, 132, yeah. So it's, what, like 24 more gold? God. Netflix and kill, it's a funny name. Okay, well. What do I want to do now? You want to try my luck at one more Tazavesh run? Just got that mount there, and Nighthold. Let's do one more Tazavesh run. How about that? Let's do that. Then maybe I'll do another vision. Oh, I do another vision, really? I might do a delve actually on my priest after this. My priest has a lot of keys that need to get used. Did I reset? I don't know if I did, but let's just do it anyway. If you don't do one more Tazos run, they win, and you can't let them win. You got it, buddy. I'm here. We're getting this mount.
Surely we can come to an alternate agreement?
There will be no agreement. Lethal force authorized.
Alright. I wish there was a way you could queue up for old LFRs just from the remade finder instead of having to go to the vendor or the NPC. This little drop down, like raid finder, change the thing you're looking for. So if I could, I would do a quick Argus has a Tashalak run on this guy. Also, actually, I do remember to do the other Necrolord achievement. I'm missing... Oh, I forget what it's called. But it's like you gotta go do some quests really quick. It's just a really quick one. That's not even part of the meta. I've had that for a while that I've been meaning to do. Just keep forgetting it. Maybe maybe I'll do that after. Not really feeling... I do need to do Delves, though. You don't gotta do anything you don't want to do, Mike. I know, I know.
So, we require signatures from the city's leading cartels to gain access to Solir. If she escapes to your world,
But I would like to make sure I get those keys used, though. Because again, everybody, if you don't know or don't remember, make sure you're using your restored coffer keys and your undercoin. Because that is getting reset on Tuesday. Not tomorrow, but next Tuesday. Or Wednesday if you're in Europe. Also, make sure if you haven't gotten your overcharged delves, the tree there maxed out. If you want them out, the OC91, that's not going away, but it'll be like 15,000 undercoin next season, and it's much easier to get. You can just spam tier 1 overcharged delves, even if they're doesn't matter if they're bountiful. Unlock all that stuff and get them out. So if you want that, this is your last week to get it very easily. Otherwise, it'll be a little bit more work. I have so many delve keys to burn before the new season. I don't envy you. I had, I think, 20 or something, and I was spamming tier 1 delves on a few alts yesterday, and I was... Even with YouTube on the other monitor, it was rough, I'm not gonna lie. Specifically on my healers, like my Resto Shaman did a little bit of damage, but like my Priest, oh my god. I could just go Shadow, but I don't want to. I've just been like spamming Penance and like Shadow Word Pain and Holy Nova. Did I kill him too quick? No. It just takes a little bit longer than I would like. Fortunately, yesterday, Mycomancer and which I think that was the only one yesterday that was bountiful that worked out. Like, how do I get Fungal Folly, Mycomancer? Not Sinkhole. I do not want to do Sinkhole on an alt that doesn't have the fishing pole. Maybe Skittering Breach is not bad.
a simple matter.
Yeah, those three would be great.
We ask only for cartel
My Pally has 22. Oh god. He's not my main. What level is he? Or what item level is he? Cause I think my Balance Druid, I think I ran it on, was like 615, I think. And tier 1 delves require, like, they recommend 587. So even on that guy, it was super easy. Didn't have a lot of gear. And I went through it quick.
Where is Basim?
A 22, oh my god. Are you planning on getting through all those keys this week, or is it just however many you can get? Because that is a lot of delves, oh my god. Six 4-ish. Oh yeah, you can definitely spam through some tier 1s, and that won't be hard. I think my Pally is like only 630. Actually, I think my Pally might be 640. And that was super easy. Just tedious because so many keys. Fellow Tazovish farmer, that's exactly what I'm working on as well. Joey, how's it going there for you? How many runs you at? I think this is my last run for this event. Maybe I'll do one or two more later today, but this one gets more and more tedious the more I run it. I just can't anymore. Especially since it's going to be a dungeon in the Mythic Plus pool next season. I don't want to too burn myself out. On the plus side, I know this event quite well. Not much else to do this week, so I might see what I can kill off. Yeah, I mean, true. So you said 22 keys. I mean, even if you do 4 a day. Well, I guess you can only do 4 a day, huh? I mean, that could still work out. History was... Oh, it's a book. Too many? Next run for sure. I can feel it. It's in my bones. Next run for sure. Do you have the hard mode one? The gear glider from doing the fake it till you make it achievement?
Our next transaction.
Harp? Yeah. Because that mount looks nicer, which is, I guess, nice. This one's way more tedious to get. Give me Ivory Shell again. Do it, do it, do it. Sapphire Oasis. Did some runs of the Bud, was in there the biggest part of yesterday, and been in there all day today so far. Oh my god. That sounds rough, bro. At least you got the achievement one. But that sounds brutal. Hopefully it drops for you quick, because this one is tedious. I think I've only done it... I mean, no more than 20 times. I don't think I've done it more than that. And it's already grinding my gears. Like I said earlier, it's just the RP. If it wasn't for the RP, this would be much better to do.
The crowd has heard enough.
Oh, Misa, it is a pleasure. My friends and I are here to...
Ah, the next band has arrived.
Hoping I get some luck though. Just got the Nighthold green mount, so came back for one more run to see if I can't double up on that.
Next perform.
Our path reveals itself. Perform well, and our Misa's favor is ours.
And this week I also need to go through all the dungeons again to remember what the strats are and re-update Bigwigs. And then go with the raid bosses as well. Update Bigwigs, get that ready to go, so I have all the strats and alerts ready. So I think when season 2 started, I was like the Monday before the patch went live. I was like, oh god, I don't know anything. So I'd like to avoid that since I have the time. Just gotta remember. I keep forgetting. Like the dungeons that were in season 1, for the most part, I probably remember them, but just a nice little refresher, making sure my Bigwigs is still all good. I mostly want to get it because, as Bud says, the chances are literally never going to get better, yeah. I do think they'll bring this event back, but for the foreseeable future, if you don't get this mount this time around, it's definitely going to be a slower farm, that's for sure. Plus the fact Taz is going to be Mythic Plus next. True, actually, it's even longer because you're not, I mean, the only way you're going to get this mount is by running it through the current content difficulty. You're not going to be able to solo this until next year, probably. Wow. That's brutal. So this is literally going to be I mean, this event, the last time you'll have a better chance, but this week in general will be the last time you can get this mount solo. The rest of 2025. Holy smokes.
It has been an age since I witnessed.
But I've gotten all the big scores mount. Why is us after this event? Nice.
Not survive enough.
Me too, for the most part. The only one I didn't get that I wish I got was Jailer, but
Desperately need your signature.
this and Jailer being the last two I need, totally fine.
We have all the signatures we need. Let us not keep so
That's awesome, grats. What was the big, like what was the mount that you were most excited to get with this event that you got? Can't you see he's a shiny golden god, and everything is time to freaking rock.
Excuse our intrusion, Solir.
So I need 95 more points to get to 47k, which is hype. I think I'll probably work on the Wrath of the Lich King
The artifact you seek
achievement here to get them all to max level.
Suffering and power. I must now travel beyond Tazavesh.
And then I'm probably going to go into the Algari Master to get all, I mean, this one's to get 5, and the one after this is to get all of them max level.
When outnumbered, divide your enemy. Be where your opponent is not.
Because I'd like to have all of, as many of the War Within achievements as I can done by the time the War Within ends. And so far I'm totally on track. I mean, the one to complete 1,000 delves might be one I don't get. I anticipate them having more delves in Midnight, so I might just let that one slide until next expansion, so I don't have to like farm hundreds of delves in a couple days, or a couple months rather. But everything else I have. I got the 2 alchemy profession achievements from War Within. There's probably going to be the 2 PvP ones in the world to get the spoiled goods, because that one I just... Well, I did see a comment on WoW saying like you can get it in a group, so maybe I'll do that. But like quests, rep, exploration, dungeons and raids for the most part, so besides the mythic boss kills, that's all good. So I'd like to get as much of the War Within completed as I can.
Power eludes your grasp.
And even though the profession one isn't going to be part of the end of expansion meta, still, well, you know, it'll be cool to be able to say that I've 99% completed the entirety of the expansion.
See how your
This is definitely the most... It's looking like... Because I don't anticipate... Like, I'm still enjoying the game. I don't think I'm going to stop playing anytime before midnight comes out. So if all that holds up, this will be the first expansion since Warlords of Draenor that I've played without taking a break at any point. And outside of like a few days here and there, I've logged on every single day to do something. And this will be the first expansion... Well, I guess, depending on how you look at it, because, I mean, there weren't really achievements before Lich King, and WoD had so little content. But just for argument's sake, this will be the first expansion ever that I've legitimately nearly 100%ed. Which I'm excited about, so...
talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins.
It's unfortunate it's not... It's unfortunate... Sorry, hiccups. It's unfortunate it's not as good as Dragonflight, though.
But not enough smarts to stay away from it.
We'll see, though. Maybe... Hold on. We don't know. 11.2 could be the banger patch that pulls everything together. I don't know, but we'll see. Mim's head was pretty hype. Nice. I got it yesterday finally on my next to last run I had available. That's awesome. Grats. I bet that was a relief too. You're starting to worry, starting to sweat. Like, am I going to get this mount before the event ends? And then, voila. Grats. I also don't have Jailer's mount, but it's one... that was on my... well, probably wasn't on my list, really. Vengeance of Sylvanas was another drop. Nice. Yeah, I mean, Jailer, it's mostly just because it's tedious, right? Not the quickest run, but I'll take that. Fortunately, I got Sylvanas. My guild was able to farm or get Sylvanas for me back in Shadowlands, so that was what I didn't have to farm. Just need to get the legendary, which I ended up getting, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. One that really on your list, yeah. Same here. I only have, I mean, I could run it on more alts. It's just that the other alts I could run it on aren't very geared, so it's just going to take much longer. So I'm pretty much just only running it on my warrior and my hunter. Jailer, that is. My typing, dude, my typing is trash all the time. There's so many times I'll be typing something at work and then I'll read it back and like, how does anyone ever understand what I mean? Because I literally just forget to put in words sometimes. I didn't get them out. Cringe. I'll forget to put in words, or I'll put in a word that makes no sense. Hey, can you... Thanks. Can I what, Mike? All the time. It drives me crazy.
Grateful our paths crossed, Walker. These troublesome pieces will reside...
The insanity of so many Tazavesh runs is taking hold. Yeah. That's why I'm probably going to not do another one after this. I'm just going to... Actually, can I mount and sell this first and then go do... what did I say I was going to do instead? Oh, I got a pet. Gizmo. That's kind of cute. All right, well, I'll take that. Hey. Boom. Sick. What did I say I was going to do? It was delve on my priest or this other thing. What the frick did I say I was going to do? I don't know. I guess let's just go do that delve on the priest. Let's do one. I don't remember. I legitimately don't remember what I said I was going to do. Visions. I did a vision one earlier. I might do another vision one on stream if not later today, but I really don't want to tell you that much. It was my priest that I wanted to go on. Where are you at? Where? Oh yeah, the Necrolord quest thing. I might try that. True. Yeah, if I forget again, after this one delve, if I'm asking what was I gonna do? Necrolord quest. That's what I'm looking. Let's see what bountifuls we have today. We've got, that was really loud and annoying. I'm sorry for that smacking sound. Oh, Fungal Folly, look at that. That works out. That's an easy one. We've got, I wish this wasn't in the way. We've got Excavation Site. Yikes. Spiral Weave. That's not terrible. Oh, that's not it. Where's the other one? Maybe it's this. I just can't see it. I don't know. I guess I'll go finish Fungal Folly and hand in that quest, and hopefully I can see delves again. I could just hide the filter, actually. Quest objectives. Oh. So 1, 2. Oh, 3, 4. Okay. Takrathan isn't that bad either. Okay, that's doable. Yeah, not the worst day for bountifuls. Who was it? OnCaller that had the other ones? Yeah. Oh, Kirsch actually also. Ooh, okay. Might be a delve heavy day. Could you share or make a video on your UI and add-ons? I could. I can do that right now really quick if you want. Well, first of all, bags is Baginator. Like Baconator, but bags. The add-on to sell stuff really quick to the vendor is Scrap. For my action bars, I use Dominoes. I don't have the cast add-on enabled because I just use for that. So this cast bar here, right here, that's popping up for Hearthstone. For that, I use Quartz. For my character portraits and stuff here, I use shadowed unit frames. Moo, that's an interest. I never saw that thing there. Moo. Okay. For boss mods, I use Little Wigs. I have DBM installed because I'm working on a video, but I'm probably not going to make that video. But Little Wigs is the add-on I use for boss mods. And then Weak Auras for any sort of like extra stuff, like on my warrior specifically, which I don't have it enabled on this guy. To see all the world quests, world quest tracker. And what else do we got? Chat, which you can't see, I use Pratt's. For achievement filter, I use Crowie's, which is great if you're into achievements and achievement hunting. I highly recommend doing that. For my cooldowns, so if I do, for example, there we go. So the cooldown on penance, I use Omni CC. Tip tack. So over here on the right side, by above the map, that little action or that little thing there. Yeah, that is called tip tack. You can see item level, mythic plus level, amount that somebody's currently on. That's actually really helpful. Big wigs is for raids. Little wigs is for dungeons. Deja character stats. I use, get out of here, for this, so I can see the item levels on my gear as well as the decimals on my item level, and then a couple extra bits of gear or info. So you can enable or disable, so you can have your strength and agility, which on a priest doesn't matter. So I'll toggle that off, but on my warrior, I'll toggle off intellect because I don't care about that on my warrior. A couple extra stats here that are very helpful to know about. What else do we got? Details, if I'm using damage meters. Don't cast is actually very helpful because specifically in PvP, but also sometimes for ads, in PvP, so for example, if a paladin bubbles, it'll say, you know, bubble, it'll give you a countdown so you know not to attack them, or if thorns is put on somebody, or if what's the hunter one? The turtle shell? I forget what it's called. That's good. Handy notes is helpful if you ever need any sort of stuff put on the map. Nameplate auras. This is for like seeing buffs and debuffs on top of unit frames, which I'll show you when I get into this thing here. Plexus is for raids, so when I have I'm in a group, you'll see down here in the bottom, it's the little, like the group of people. That's that, and that's it. And TomTom for the arrow. Old tip tack, been using that one since, yeah. I've only started using it in this expansion, and I love it. It's so, so nice. But yeah, if there's anything in particular that I didn't mention or that you want to know about, just let me know. If you see something on screen that I didn't mention, I'll let you know. But yeah. And if you didn't get all that, the VOD for this, I think you can go back like in live right now to see what I was talking about, but also whenever this finishes, the VOD will be up, so you can just find the timestamp here. I'm 2 hours in, so go to the 2 hour mark and you can find all the add-ons I was talking about. But yeah, that's it. People have been asking for if there's a way that I can like export my UI, which I don't think there is. Like unless I exported or put everything to like a zip file, all my add-ons and stuff, which I don't really want to do. If there was like a quick code or something I could like put in for you guys, I would, but unfortunately not. What add-on to use to enhance your swag? That is just transmog, Darth. I just put on the coolest transmog, and yeah. Just something you're born with, really. Half born with, half transmog. Now that I think about it, it's mostly what you're born with, so yeah. So what does Little Wigs offer that you prefer it over DBM? A few things. So first of all, do I have it enabled? Let me turn it on here real quick. Oh, it's already on. Big Wigs? Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's the BWL. That's what it is. So first of all, the menu is much easier to figure out. Secondly, I like that there are profiles. Apparently Bigwig or DBM has profiles, but I could not figure it out. I googled it. It doesn't exist. So what you can do is you can make profiles. So I have one for like healing. So when I'm going through boss abilities, if it's something that doesn't matter for my healer, I'll turn it off. Or it's something that, like for example, a raid-wide AoE is maybe more important to emphasize as a healer than it is a tank. It's a raid-wide AoE. Okay, cool. I don't care as a tank, but as a healer, I want to know because I'm gonna pop cooldowns. If there's stuff that is more important for melee DPS than range DPS, like all this different stuff, I can profile it out and I can have that for everything. But specifically with like raid bosses or dungeon bosses, what I can do, which we can't do in, I don't know, what can I do? Hold on, War Within. Let's do Liberation. There we go. So for example, what's a good one? Let's go to Chromie or Chrome King. What does he do? So first of all, it separates all the stuff out, so it's a lot easier to read. But hold on, what is one of the ones? Oh no, actually, let's do Muggsy. Prisons. Okay, here's a good one. So for example, I can go into this, and what I can say is that when prisons come out, I want it to emphasize, and it's going to give this big giant text in the middle of my screen, but I only want that when it's on me. Because if I don't have prisons, I don't care. I can see prisons just, or the little thing, like the round circles, just fine. I know when to stand in that. But if it's on me, I need to actively know I need to go stand somewhere specifically, because otherwise I'm messing up my group. So I can set that to emphasize only, and I can do a countdown here for myself, and it will emphasize this ability for me. I can do Frost Boots, another great one. So if I don't have Frost Boots, I don't care. I can see the blue arrows. That's great. But if I have Frost Boots, I need it to emphasize and only one on me. And it's going to have nice, big, fat characters in the center of my screen that's impossible to miss. And I know, oh, I have Frost Boots. I need to go hide behind a pillar, which DBM doesn't do. DBM will just have the same stuff, like the same text for everything. And you can add like a comment, which I realized when I was testing it out earlier this patch, that like the comment is great. But when I'm in the middle of a boss fight, I'm not reading the comment. I see text and I'm not reading, oh, move out for this. So that's like the main advantage that I like over DBM. On top of the fact that in the past, but I don't know if they fixed this, I haven't used DBM regularly for years now. But in the past, DBM would always reset its settings, and it pissed me right off because I'd always have to redo them. And even now that I know you can back up add-ons, I don't want to have to keep restoring from backup my settings. So overall, I just really, really prefer Little Wigs more. I did test to see if there's any sort of difference in terms of like performance. There isn't. They both use about the same amount of resources in the game, so they're both as intensive as they are. Neither of them are that intensive, but yeah, I just like the customization of Little Wigs a lot more. There is a code you can generate to export your UI in edit mode. You can export like that. Yeah, so that's only for like the default UI though. I know you're talking about share this thing here. But that only do like this, the default stuff here. And then you can also just export your talents like you're saying here, but people want specifically like my add-ons, like all the settings and stuff, which I'd have to, as far as I know, I'd have to like put all my add-ons folder into like a zip folder and then upload that, so that way you have the add-ons, but also you have all the settings that I have. But if there was like a code that I could generate, such as I do in edit mode for my add-ons, I would definitely do that. Because that's been like becoming more and more common, people asking about my UI and asking for an export. What is this one? Oh, this is the to help the people do the thing. Gosh, and you need to stay there. Okay, that works. Cool. Like I said, with Priest, it's a little bit more annoying because I don't have that many abilities. And I know I could go Shadow, I just don't want to. Oh, that guy got one shot. Making me look like a fool here. I kind of just spam the two Shadow words. Holy, Nova, and Penance. And if I need to, Smite and Mind Blast every once in a while. Won't matter as much soon. Why is that? Oh, because they're getting... Well, they're not getting rid of all add-ons. It's mostly just like combat add-ons, isn't it? The UI stuff is, for now, unaffected. Yeah, I don't have faith that they're going to do a good job with the whole removal of boss mods and stuff like weak auras. Because it's funny, because like the cooldown manager that they released, when it first came out, I was like, it's a first iteration, like it's not that bad, it's not good, but I mean, it's first pass over, it'll get better over time. That was my thought on it, and then as I was reading other people's thoughts on it, people who would have that thought, other people would reply and say something like, well, that's not an excuse, because they could have literally just copied add-ons that exist and made it just like that. So it's like they asked if they could copy someone's answers, and then they didn't copy all the answers. Like, you're right. The cooldown manager should be much better than it is. The first iteration should be the last iteration. So because of that, stuff like that, I just don't feel like they're going to do a good job with it, and it's going to be a very, very hard thing to get used to. And I think that it's going to be one of those things where people mention something in PTR, and Blizzard's going to be like, cool, gotcha. And then it's going to go live, and that thing we talked about in PTR 6 months ago is still going to be there. And Blizzard's going to be like, yep, we hear you loud and clear, buddy. And then like 2 years later, they'll finally change it. So I'm not looking forward to that change, and I really wish they wouldn't. But who am I? I've been trying to play with less add-ons. I really only been using them for auction house and pet battles. See, I even made a video about it, talking about, like, I tried to play 1 month without add-ons, and almost within the first couple days. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to this one. Within the first couple, oh, I wasn't even targeting the wrong one, the right one. Within the first couple days, I had to start adding stuff back in, like weak auras, for example, because like there's literally stuff about my class I can't. Like, I'm performing poorly because I don't have the information that I need to play properly. And it's hard to keep track of my buffs and debuffs when I literally can't. Because they're like, my enrage is here, then suddenly it's here, then suddenly it's here, then suddenly it's here, then here. Okay, cool. Like if I needed to, I could play without stuff, such as like the unit frames and stuff. I'd really rather not. I really like the way, I don't like the way the default looks, but I can get used to it, I guess. Boss mods I could probably get used to. I think that's one area that I think Blizzard could probably do a good job in, is making stuff more obvious when it's coming out. I think they've done a good job with that for the most part this patch, of being like, hey, you have a buff or a debuff, or hey, there's this thing you need to run out of. I think I missed that one. Oops. And so I feel like they could, if they just improve that. This one again. If they just improve that, it'll be. I ran over this. What are you talking about? Thank you. If they improve that, I think relatively decent. The boss, like without boss mods, it'll be fine. But they definitely need to give people time to react. They need to give people time to understand what's going on and make something very, very obvious. I think just using neutral colors too, like red circle around you, bad. Green circle around you, stack. Orange circle around you, only a few people stack. I just gotta make it universal. Because that way it's a lot easier to handle. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe they have this. Maybe they have a good plan in place and everything is gonna be fine and dandy. I'm just overthinking it, but historically, don't think I'm wrong. One button rotation is a good idea in theory. I don't mind it. What they should have done is have the current iteration for beginners, but let us customize it for ourselves. That's asking a lot. That would be cool though if you could customize it in a way. I wonder how you would customize it though. This is a pretty good job. Like if I'm just adding like cooldowns or something like that. Never thought about customizing the one button rotation. That would be interesting. I think Blizzard knows best and has never gotten anything wrong after giving people give them piles of feedback. You're right. I'm overthinking it. I'm just being a paranoid Peter. Everything is going to be A-okay. Did I not? Did I skip one of those? Because I kind of need it for a quest. I need to do this. There we go. Delve Beyond, what did I get? Oh, yeah, it wasn't. I forgot to record that. True. Well, 500 delves. Nice. Grats for me. Felt like it took forever, and it did. I'm going to note that down so I don't forget. It was around the 213 mark, just so I can add that to the video next week. 213 delves, 500. I don't think they have any plan in place. They're completely by the seat of they're flying completely by the seat of their pants. Yeah. I feel like they have a general idea, and I just hope they listen to the player base more. Alright. Set it up so we can choose what spells the one button rotation uses and the order. I think that would defeat the purpose though, wouldn't it? Blizzard has a proven track record of not listening to anyone but themselves until money starts getting involved. Yeah, once sub numbers start going down, like, you guys didn't like that. Oh, so you guys should have told us. We did tell you, Blizzard. Yeah, but you guys should have just been more loud about it. No, we had like Reddit forums about this every single day, and bug reports and general forums and videos about this all the time. Yeah, but like we don't look at those. Yeah, that's our fault, Blizzard. I'm sorry. Hopefully everything's good though. Hopefully everything's fine. It won't be, but hopefully it's not bad. Just gotta look at WOD. Oh, you didn't like us taking away flying? Oops. I've talked about this before. I cannot with the taking away flying. It feels so bad to get flying, only to have it be taken away, only for you to have to earn it again, only for it to be taken away, only for you to have to earn it again. And one of the things I loved in Dragonflight was that, as far as I know, that didn't happen. And in the War Within, it was immediately you could fly. And they brought out Undermine, which it's small enough where you don't need to fly, but it does bother me that you can't fly there. And with Siren Isle as well, it was like, it came out, small island, sure, you can't fly there, you get it in like 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever it was, but why? You've given us flying. You've given us a taste of the good life, and now you're taking away, even though we know it's coming back, possibly, unlike, if not in the case of Undermine, but like, we know this, but like, why? It drives me absolutely crazy. I would even settle for just give us, like, don't give us dynamic flying, just give us regular old flying to start, because that way we can still fly, we can get around relatively quickly, but not that quickly, and we're not dynamic flying all the way everywhere. I don't know. I've been whining about this since when they start doing that. They took away, I think it was in WOD, wasn't it, where they started taking that away? I've been whining about this since then. Liz used to be really good at taking ideas from others and iterating on those systems, making them better. Now they do the same, but without the iteration on how to do properly fit into WoW, and it creates a disaster more often than not. I don't know if I agree with that fully. I think dynamic flying was something they just recently took out from Guild Wars, and they made it fantastic. Delves, I feel like, I don't know for sure, but I feel like Delves are a system that is similar to some other system in some other game. I don't know which one. And they're not awful, they're just not that interesting for me. Like, there's things Blizzard does well, and I think that taking ideas from others and making them good are one of the things they do well. And I mean that respectfully. There's just some things that their own ideas sometimes are not great, and they think that their ideas are the best. And I understand that WoW is a big game, and there's, you know, us talking about it, we could be the minority, because there's other people that are saying, you know, that Blizzard has never done anything bad, that taking away add-ons is the best thing they could do, regardless of how it happens. They don't care, it's gonna be great, it's awesome, right? So there's always those two spectrums, and literally no matter what Blizzard does, they're never gonna make the entire player base happy. But at the same time, I feel like there's multiple examples where things just didn't work, or were buggy, or were not as advertised, and a large portion of the player base told them about it, and they decided to ignore that. All the while telling us, oh yeah, we're listening. And the thing that bothers me so much, oh my god, this bothers me so much, is that Ian, like, something will happen, something bad happens, and then 2 months later, or like a patch later, he's like, yeah, so we didn't do a good job listening, we have to do a better job listening to you guys. Something happens as he's saying that, and then the next patch, yeah, we didn't do a good job listening to you guys, we have to do a better job listening to you guys. Then listen! Oh, every time I hear him say that in an interview, it just drives me absolutely wild. It's like every single patch. I love Dragonflight's 2-tiered flight. You could regular fly on the mounts, and you could dragon ride on others and didn't have to switch. I like having my own mounts. I hated the Dragonflight mounts. If anything, I wish that this stupid thing to change mounts though wasn't 5 seconds. Why is this a 5-second cast? That should be instant. Or if anything, just make it so that you can toggle. Like you could be like, I want the Abyss Worm to be a dynamic flying. This one will make a regular. This one regular. This one is going to be a dynamic. This one's going to be regular. Like I like something like that would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. Because then you can just very quickly swap between and you just get rid of this whole swap thing. A DC Universe Online had instances built around 2-mans that are pretty close to Delves. Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe it was that. I don't remember what it was, but I feel like Delves came from somewhere. Like a general idea of it. I don't know how they compare to whatever idea they came from, but... What? Get out of here. That's become Ian's personal mantra at this point. He's repeated it so much, yeah. It's really at this point it's part of the bingo card. Every time he goes on an interview to talk about a new patch or like talking about what they learned, the lessons of the last patch. He will apologize for not listening or something didn't go quite as planned, and they've got to do a better job listening to the audience. Yeah, I'm sure. Love the game. Love the game. It's just some stuff about this company and this game really annoy me. Sometimes being gaslit into thinking that I don't know what I'm talking about when I quite literally do is one of the most frustrating things. Ian worked at a law firm before getting to Blizzard, and it shows 1,000% how he talks. Yeah, you can definitely hear it in his speech. Hey, treasure. Oh, yeah, I gotta go around. It's true. That's my bad. I wasn't paying attention. It's the free space, true. I should start using that as a free space. Alright, ambush me, noobs. Yeah, that's what I thought. What is this? Upgrade? Oh, do I already have my belt? Okay, yeah, it's not 701 or whatever. Treasure found. Do I still have coffee? No, I don't, unfortunately. Hope it's rescued. I think a problem with modern WoW and how things are integrated, I feel, is the technical debt. The game is being continuously built on the back of over 20 years of code at this point. It's got to be straining. Yeah, I definitely think the old code is limiting WoW in certain aspects. I mean, considering that though, they've done a pretty good job at like working around its limitations. I think, especially graphically, like WoW looks fantastic. I think. I don't know. But there's definitely certain things I feel like they can't do, or it's much more difficult for them to accomplish, because it's something that they've it's a code that they've had since like 1999. So I remember for the longest time, like one of the things they couldn't do was expand the size of the first bag you get before you have any bags purchased. That default bag, I remember hearing that like they couldn't change the size of that because of the spaghetti code, that if they changed that, like 15 other things would break, and they didn't know like how to figure that out. Eventually they did. But there's stuff like that is just so weird. Like, how does changing the size of a bag do that? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there that is, I'm sure, not easy to deal with. I think we have just lived through the evolution of going from the real Blizzard team to this group of people that just have the Blizzard name. True. But I feel like even still though, like, it's such a rich, or like a history-rich company. And I feel like Blizzard is one of those companies that people, like, they grow up playing those games. Like, I want to be a developer for Blizzard. Not to say there's people there that maybe have never played Blizzard game or not played that many of them or played them very often. But I feel like Blizzard's one of those, like, dream careers for people. But at the same time, I don't think necessarily that it's the developers necessarily at fault. I think that because Blizzard is such a big company and they... like, money is probably the driving force. I feel like a lot of the stuff that we blame devs for is probably like some manager somewhere or some sort of deadline that they need to make to appease investors or something. And it's like, well, we could spend another 6 months like fleshing this out and really giving them a fantastic product. Or we could give this to them early, a little rushed, not the greatest, and make sure we get money for this quarter. So when our quarterly numbers come in, we look great. And then we'll just fix it along the way, and whatever happens, happens. I think that is like the most frustrating part of most companies these days, not just Blizzard, but because we're talking about WoW. Blizzard. And when it comes to like the yearly expansion or the year and a half long expansion cycle they're trying to do, that's the stuff that I just hate. It's like you could definitely spend more time here in an expansion. You could definitely spend more time fleshing out systems and making patches longer. Maybe a little less content, but the content is by itself greater in quantity and quality. But they have deadlines of some sort, and they got to get stuff out at a certain time and make sure everything is, you know, financially beneficial for them. Which, as a player, like, I don't care. Like, I'm here to play your game. I don't care about how much money you've made. You are already making so much money. So I feel like a little more doesn't really make that much of a difference. Did I miss? I think I missed a puppet. Son of a bee. One weird thing I remember code-wise was how many things were tied to the mailbox in the old DK starting area, and how removing it broke the game in testing. Really? I never heard about that. See, stuff like that is so weird. Like, how does that happen? I mean, did I really miss a friggin' dude? That's unfortunate. All this talking. What did I just do? Oh, purify, cool. I also remember they didn't want to touch Alterac Valley for the longest and still mostly tried to avoid it. And Alterac Valley, out there. What a great battleground that was for a bit. Like Burning Crusade Wrath. Actually, no, Burning Crusade was mostly when I did it. God, I played that. That is all I did. If they had PvP levels back then, I would have been like rank 1500 for sure. Because I had nothing to do in the summer. I played WoW all day, every day. I would just play Alterac Valley over and over and over again, and we would always win. God, it was so fun. Now, don't get me wrong. In terms of MMOs, there's a reason WoW has lived for over 20 years now, and it's still on throne as the king of MMOs. I agree. But so it goes. Father Time comes for us all. Yep. Yeah, I don't have enough experience with all the other MMOs. Like, I played Star Wars: The Old Republic, which I really enjoyed. But coming from WoW, like, it's not the same. I played Guild Wars 2, which I really enjoyed, but again, it's just different. I played RuneScape before I ever played WoW. But this was like when I was a kid, so I don't really have much recollection of that. There was... maybe that was it. feel like there's one more, but maybe that was it. Yeah, I think WoW's great. They just, the company that makes decisions sometimes that aren't the most exciting. Not me. I'm coming for Father Time. I also remember they didn't want to. Oh, you're quoting that. So what I was trying to say makes more sense. I got you. Yeah, no, I got. Yeah, I missed the. I only saw that because the code for it was so horrendous, but then I caught the Ultrax Valley thing afterwards. Yeah, I don't know. Again, this is all just speculation, just off. You know, we can only go off what we know and have seen so far in the past. I think it would be nice if all of us were proven wrong and Blizzard was like, yeah, no, we got this. This is very easy, very simple. We're listening to all of you guys, and whatever concerns you had are valid, and we're here to address them, and they're not going to happen. And if they do happen, we fix them. So we'll see. One of the things too, I think they're doing. I don't care about player housing all that much. Maybe I will when it comes out. But from what I hear, player housing is blowing everyone absolutely away with how incredible and fun and fleshed out it looks. And I love that. Like, Blizzard is putting a lot of time and care and effort into this because garrisons were not at all what people wanted. And I think player housing has been something that people have been clamoring for. So I remember like the original WoW forums from like 2007, people begging for player housing. Like, they've wanted this for 20, by the time Midnight comes out, for 19 years at least. I remember. So, like, there's still some great things they're doing and some great quality content that they're putting out. So, I do want to make sure there's still a positive note being mentioned. Blizzard of old made player decisions. Blizzard of today makes shareholder decisions. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's that. I hate that transition. I think one of the worst things they've ever done is completely nuke their customer service, though, because these AI tickets just are so frustrating to deal with. Like, I remember back in Burning Crusade, I wish I had the screenshots still, but I opened a ticket for something, and like a GM literally teleported to me and like put a costume on. I think maybe a frog, so I could sit on top of my mount, and like he just played around with me for a bit. It was fun. Like, I think he like teleported me up into the sky, and like he dropped me down and that killed me. But it was like no cost repair. Like, it was so much fun. It was like, I don't know, a 10-minute interaction. And like that small little level of customer service, like that human touch, is gone. Unless you reopen a ticket 13,000 times to finally get a person. And that's something I just don't get. That you guys make millions. Like, how many millions of dollars do they make from the mount that they had, the auction house mount that just came out? That's just for one game. Like, you guys can definitely afford a little bit of customer service. Problem is with the way the U.S. shareholder laws work, they legit can't make a decision without keeping the shareholders number one, or they'll get sued. Oh, good. That's great for the player base. When I just heard today, speaking of that, they just nuked their social media team as well and started outsourcing it. Well, if that's true, that's annoying, because at least the person working on the WoW social team has been hilarious. Wait, what do I have on that is not giving me breath issues? I don't know, fishing. What? Don't ask questions, just go with it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't need breath. Cause yeah, like the person on Twitter, Instagram, I think they also had somebody on Reddit. They posted some pretty funny memes, so. If that's true, that's a little bit disappointing. I I need to wait because don't the sharks come when you do that? So I'm gonna wait to do that so I don't have to fight extra sharks. Bellular posted the video about it. Oh man. The social media team will never be the same again. This changes everything. Just folks jokes. I love Bellular. Just making a joke. Mind this for me, baby. Thank you. Alright, so this, I can go ahead and attack. I'll spawn the boobs that I don't care about. Oh god, is he gonna pull me? Oh god. Oh, I thought he was gonna pull me off. I was gonna be so annoyed. Have you finished the all 11 tier DPS tank healer achievements? Yes. I got that 2 weeks ago, I think. This one here. So I'm all done with... I have no War Within delve achievements. I just have this one to complete. 499 more delves. Or, no, I guess 498 more. And then I need to open, what's that? 92 more coffer key, restored coffer chests. Yeah, finish that off. Because I wanted to make sure... Because with the delve difficulty rescaling when the next patch comes out, I didn't want to like re-gear all my guys when they can just do it now. So... Spent some time last week going through all the delves on my healer and a couple more on my tank. Which for that I just used, I did like one delve at tier 11 on my prop heli. It was just really slow. So what I ended up doing on my warrior is doing the entire delve as Fury, and then on the last boss just changing my spec to prot, which made it so much faster. So if anybody didn't know you could do that, you can do that and it's much easier. So if you have a DPS that you prefer to run on, or DPS set even, it might be a little bit quicker to get your tank stuff done. Even your healer stuff, you just, if you have the DPS set and just go healer for the last boss, that'll work there as well. Yeah, usually I don't watch a whole lot of WoW news anymore, but usually I'll like every month or so I'll go through all the any Bellular videos that sound interesting. You ever get the end boss of the Delve season? No, I did not do Underpin. Actually, that's something I wanted to try also, but I keep forgetting, is I wanted to see how it would feel on my Shaman. So I tried it as DPS, hated it, tried it as tank, didn't like it. The only thing I didn't try it on is a healer. However, knowing how slow Delves were on my healer, I feel like that fight would be like a 30-minute fight at minimum. Worth checking though, because I mean 30 minutes, worst case I just get the thing anyway, so maybe I should try that too. Thanks for reminding me about that, Darth. Did you end up doing it too? Or did you end up doing it in general? Because gosh dang, that fight was awful. I'm hoping, what's the season 3 one called? I forget the name of the boss. Whatever the season 3 Delve boss is, I hope that one's fun. It looked fun in the video. So, we'll see. I finished up healer last night with my Sham. Didn't know it could go. Didn't know if it would go with the new patch. And I think the achievements are here to stay. It's just going to get harder because the delves will rescale in terms of difficulty. So you just might have to re-gear stuff. But no, congrats on doing that. That is definitely a lot of achievement points. So that's not done still. Oh, that's poo. Wait, what? What do I have left still? Oh, there's some ore here. I guess I can get. I did underpin hard on my arcade mage. Always so much gold lost in parallels. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know how anyone, like, I don't know how anyone who isn't any sort of tanky class did it. Like rogues, mages, warlocks. The hell, man. Like I'm on a warrior, I'm struggling. If I didn't have like defensives or like healing, Jesus, I don't even know. What did I just get? What is this? Oh, this is the skill up. Here we go.
For the bubbles and get some air.
Find the air bubble. No. Ish. Done. Nice. God, no, I punch enough walls as is. Smart man. As a mage, it was certainly a trek. I don't doubt it. I don't even want to reveal how many attempts it took. If it took anything more than 5, that's too many. I think I don't know. I think this is another one that's like maybe 20-ish, maybe, before I was like, I can't. I'm going to literally punch myself out here. Especially considering I was doing it with only a level 20 healer Bran, and you did it still? My God, man. That... I didn't even attempt it until Bran got to level 80. That is... You're a masochist, man. Oh, I guess WoW grows. Oh, crashed. Hello. I don't have to... Oh, we're here, I guess. Did the stream die? No, I'm still here. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but it happened a lot more lately. So, Delve... Obot. I would have wished it only took me more than 5. Add a couple zeros to them, or oh my, I don't know how you managed, man. I determined, yeah, no kidding. I don't know. I couldn't ever. Can I mount and repair first? And actually, I'm gonna use the washroom because I gotta pee again. I can actually get my water because mouth. Hold on, so many things I have to do. Hold on, repair. Reply to text. Drink of water. Okay, I'm gonna go use the washroom, refill my water, and I'll be back in like 5-ish minutes. Be right back. Alright, your boy's back. What's up, Matt? What's that? How you spell that word? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let me moisturize my lips. Love that for me. And let's go do the last bountiful on my priest. I think that takes care of 4. What? How do I? Oh, because I had one of the chests open, right? So that if 5 more after this one, so I can do 4 more bountifuls tomorrow, and then 1 more on Wednesday. Oh boy. Okay. What is this one though? Excavation site. Do I really want to do this one? What story is this? What story? Tell me what story this is. Okay, whatever. We'll just do it. All right. Let me buff you. Oh my god! I thought I was gonna die in that pipe.
Don't waste my time.
Alrighty. Then after this, I think what I'll do is that Necrolord stuff. Oh, Necrolord Visions. I don't know. What do I want to do? One more? Maybe? I don't know. Get that crap over with. What's my FPS feel like it's dropping? I don't know. Oh god, chill with all this. My washroom is broken, by the way. For some reason, the reservoir isn't taking in water. Well, it does sometimes. I don't know why. Sometimes, not others. So, I guess the landlord has to come replace the valve. I don't know what it's called. But it's annoying because like it'll work, and then suddenly it won't be taking in water. So I have to go manually fill it with water, or else it's just gonna keep. I mean, it'll slowly get water, but it'll take like 20+ minutes to fill up. So I just go get some water and fill it up because I just don't like the sound of the. Well, it's getting water. What we're working on after this event is done. Well, this week I'm probably gonna level up at least 1 more character to 80 probably. I'm thinking my 4th shaman. He's got jewel crafting and inscription, so maybe I'll do him. I will probably work on getting my Wrath of the Lich King professions all maxed out. And then start off the War Within professions. And then maybe do a couple more Tazafesh runs, and then honestly just get ready for Season 3. Next week's gonna be a lot of Mythic Zeros. And a lot of new content. So just taking it easy the last week that I can before the new season starts, new patch comes out. And enjoying the little break that we've had, the last couple months I've had anyway. Then Tuesday, yeah, Mythic Zeros, or next Tuesday that is, Mythic Zeros, and any new achievements I can get my hands on. What about you, MDM? What are you working on? What's next for you? Or M0s are, I think they said the M0s start with the patch, and then Mythic Plus starts the week after with the raid. So next week, I believe they'll just be getting the 8 Mythic Zeros done for the vault. In a perfect world, I would do Mythic Zeros on my warrior and one of, or both, my paladin and shaman. But we know that I like to overpromise and underdeliver when it comes to alts. So I will definitely do it on my warrior, and then maybe a couple on my paladin and resto shaman each. I really hope my 680 characters don't need zeros. Yeah, I don't know what level they're coming out with if you do zeros, but I probably should check that before I start running with these arrows for no reason. We'll see. Are you doing the tanky DPS thing? That's what I'm saying. I'd like to. And I think it's the easiest time to do that is when the season starts, because then you're not behind. I definitely think, you know, being on vacation will help, because I'll have all the time in the world to do whatever I want. But we'll see. I would definitely like to, though. I love so much. I love playing the Paladin. I love the rest of Shaman. They're so much fun. That's just, there's so much content. That's a collector anyway. I don't know why that original, I guess not the first MCR record, but the record, who am I? Album. The one that has memories will carry on. It's Black Parade. Jesus, I don't know why that one's stuck in my head right now.
There's treasure close by.
Was that Black Parade? I don't even know. What's everyone doing in season 3? You sticking to your main characters or the characters you've had so far? Or are you swapping alts? I'm, as always, sticking with my warrior and maybe paladin shaman. Sticking with those. It's funny because this priest, like, I hated leveling priest and this priest. Alright, let me rephrase. Let me start this sentence over. I hated leveling this priest or any priest in general in Mob Remix. For some reason, I really enjoyed this priest at the beginning of the War Within, and this was my original healer. And then I did LFR. I was like, oh, I don't like this. And then I switched to my shaman. I was like, yeah, I really like this a lot more. I'm gonna get feared here, aren't I? I don't have an interrupt. That's unfortunate. And then initially, I was gonna do my Blood Death Knight as my tank. Okay, don't know what spells I have on what letters. But then I did, I wanted to level an Earthen because I wanted to have an Earthen level 80. I just made him a Paladin. I was like, well, he's maybe we'll go Prot because it's faster to queue. And then I ended up falling in love with Prot Paladin. And then that character that I was intending on just leveling to 80 and then leaving forever ended up being my tank. I said I wanted to get CE on each tank, but I got CE on Death Knight and Pally this tier. Hey, that's double what you had last time, so that's a win. First time ever I'm maining Paladin, never have in 20 years. I guess, yeah, you've always been what's it, Death Knight and Death Knight's what, for some reason I always, whenever like I think of you tanking, it's always Death Knight, but I don't think Death Knight's been your main for a while. Is that it? Okay. Yeah, Pally's fun. I don't know. I really love Pally. I'm full-time Evoker main now. Nice. Can't resist the call of being a dragon. See, Evoker's a weird one for me. That's another class that what is this mount? Oh, this is a shop mount, I think. Kind of cute. Evoker's one I just never really got into. I don't know. I don't really like the playstyle. But again, I have limited exposure to them because really the only time I played them was in Mob Remix. So for a total like 4 hours ish per character, so like 12 hours of playtime on 3 different specs.
Good fortune to our friends.
DK and Monk. Yeah, like DK is what I see you on, but I feel like Monk is. You tell me, but I feel like Monk is what you've been playing more often than. Been a mage since BC, but Evoker usurped it at long last. Nice. I feel like mage is like, regardless of when you play, mage is always going to be good. If I go back in time and make a mage first, what is this transmog? Moon milk? LOL. Whoa. It's simple, but it's like a Sailor Moon outfit. If I go back in time and make a mage instead of my warrior, I would have always been good. Mages are always good in some capacity. That or a hunter.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles. Like you.
I don't need any of this, right? What level? 620 and all that? Yeah, we're good. Okay, that's all handled. This I can just use that now. I don't even have the mining level to use that, but take that and the golds. Okay, so now what I can do is plop all this into bank. As well as put the knowledge that I have in here. This guy has at least one world soul memory available, but I'm not going to do that on him. I just don't have the patience for that. 29, 69, 95, 32. All right, so that guy's good until tomorrow. Let's jump on my warrior and do some of those necrolord things. Kind of want to chill for a bit. Dabbed in frost mage for a bit in Arsham. I love any friggin' mage spec. I love. Fire is like nostalgic because I remember you playing your fire mage in Stranglethorn Vale, and that's like one of my earliest memories of WoW. So I always had a soft spot for them. Fire mage is just freaking amazing, and arcane mage just looks cool. I just wish they could keep Visage to cast in human form. They don't have that, really? Oh. That's weird. Worgans do, don't they? Wonder why they made it so, what's it called? Don't. Evokers don't. Or what? No, Drakthir. I always forget which one is the class, which is the race. So when I reach points where I'm not feeling Evoker, my mage is my fallback. Nice. That's a decent fallback to have. Okay, so I need to go to Maldraxxus. And do that. Horde side right now, I've got every available class leveled on all available races except the Panda, because there isn't a 14th class right now to match it. Damn. See, I wanted it. I was gonna make a like a race class combo in Mop Remix, but I just got too tired of leveling. But I wanted to have like all the typical stuff, like human paladin, undead warlock, undead mage, which I have, orc shaman, which I have, an orc death knight, like all the cool class combos, class race combos, but